Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to my Taste in Music Sucks, the show where myself, Keith, that's me, and Mr. Christopher Icon sit down.
Sucks. This taste sucks.
Yeah, yeah. I love
Uh,
this album. So, but yeah, every week we sit down, we talk about some music, and this week we are about to talk about the debut self-titled album by the Bronx Casket Company, featuring Dee Dee Verini, the bass player for Overkill.
no,
Um,
a bunch of members from Overkill.
Yeah, there's a couple guys in it from Overkill in this. There's also someone from the Misfits, and
Yep.
they're kind of a super group. There's like a punk thrash super group that got
Yeah.
together to make Doom. And see, in my opinion, a very interesting uh, brand of Doom metal because with Dee Dee being the guy, the main composer, the creative.
Is he a
The
bass player?
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. The bass is very featured.
Oh
Where
yeah.
you usually hear, heavy, sludgy guitars. In this, there's like so many tracks that are based around the bass, and I
Yeah.
think it gives it a really interesting sound. Um,
This album seems kind of like a parallel between us because
yeah,
this Doom album you said is one of your favorites.
I
So
love it. Yeah,
you like and love both taste wise and however you want to word that everything about the album.
yeah, yeah,
Although I think it's a good album, I think it's a great representation of the genre. The artists are fantastic. It's not a style problem. It's not a artist problem. It just for some reason this album didn't hit me that way I want in
yeah,
any way. But I know why. And
yeah.
for the people listening, two things. We'll find out next week because we're doing another band in this kind of genre of doom stoner kind of, and it
Yeah.
features more of that guitar that I like, that Pepper Keenan Southern.
Right, right, right. Yeah, the guitar, I mean, it's there in with this band, but it's more like accenting. And I mean,
Yeah,
this band really heavily is based around the bass. I mean, it just is like, and it's to me, it's
there's
a really interesting way to build a song. Um,
I wonder if that's why it comes across as the same genre as Typo Negative, both bass.
they have some, and the vocalist, who I think the vocalist is a guy who used to be in the Misfits. And
Oh, I don't think vocally they're much the same,
well,
but
I think the vocals are very like I think he sounds like a vampire, which I think is Peter Steele's whole thing. That raw,
right where
singing like the
Peter
vampire.
Steele's leaning into the let's say more like the Nosferatu, the little more serious.
Yeah,
This singer's more it's more theatrical than I
theatrical,
expected.
sure, yeah, absolutely.
And that's my lead in for the album, I think. It's more theatrical than I expected, which was kind of
Mm.
neat as I got through it once I realized, oh, it's not going to be what I want out of the genre.
Yeah,
So I was able to kind of sit with it and it kind of right off the bat, that first song, Who Wants to Live Forever,
oh, I love it
lets
so
you know
much.
that bass is gonna just that's
Yeah,
the star. It's
yeah,
that bass, the tone, the doom of it. You know what I mean?
yeah, 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 yeah.
I wasn't
So
expecting it.
yeah, Who Lives Forever to me, I mean, that song is like the centerpiece of the album. And when you start
Mm,
out with like the best song on the album,
okay,
um,
yeah, I could see that.
I mean, I think Who Lives Forever is legitimately, if I was to make like a top 25 greatest songs ever written,
Oh
it would be
wow.
on that list, man. Yeah, I love the melody. I love how it's like pushing forward.
Hmm.
Um, see, I want to make sure that yeah, yeah. I mean, that's what I think the transitions are really cool. Like this band does a lot of that.
Hmm.
'Cause some of the songs are kind of long. Uh, so they go into these like neat transitions where the melody will kind of like grind to a stop, and then it'll switch to some other sound, and it's just really cool. But yeah, man, that who wants to live
Well, you
forever?
like
It's just such a
groups
cool melody, you know?
like Queensryche,
Yeah,
and
yeah, for sure.
I
Yeah,
don't. So I
right.
can see
Sure.
the disconnection between like you love the album. I just think I mean it's a good album for the genre,
Yeah,
but all personal taste, it didn't do anything for me. It's
yeah,
because it already starts at whatever you'd call a disadvantage because I don't like
yeah.
that style of vocals to begin with. He's good at it. Like
Right,
I'm not crapping on the guy at all. It's
right,
just it
right.
wasn't what I expected. And there's a tone that they use, like you had tried to mention before. They use that almost grinding marching guitar almost
Yeah, sure,
constantly, and it lays
sure.
like a sound bed. You've
Yep.
mentioned how you enjoy bands that do that.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, yeah. And I just, but yeah, who lives forever? First of all, I love the concept of it. Like
Okay.
the fact that he says if Jesus never dies, then why should I? That's fire. You know, that's such a cool like, you know, and there's so many songs about like mortality and like, yeah, we all have to die, but it's okay. And this
Right.
band is like, fuck that. You know, right off the bat, they're like, no, man, I got it. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna live forever. Like, let's figure this out. I
Right. It
I
stays right there in that
love it, dude. Yeah.
more like I was saying theatric kind of
Yeah,
storytelling,
yeah. Every one of
which
these songs is a story, which is
yeah,
cool. Yeah,
which I don't know, that's an interesting like element to add into Doom because when I
yeah.
think of this, I think of like Crowbar and what are some other like Doom bands? They're not
Uh,
really storytelling vocally. It's very
right,
much the lyrics are about sometimes personal doom or
yeah,
things that bring doom, drugs, death. This
right.
is more
It's like
like I
gothic. It
said,
has a
fantasy.
gothic. Yeah, it has a gothic
Perfect.
edge to it. Yeah,
Perfect. Because there's a typo negative vibe that will come up in the next song or
yeah,
two that
yeah.
doesn't go away from me.
Sure. Yeah, I could see that. There's definitely a connection between these guys and Typo Negative.
Oh yeah.
It's funny because the other band who I really like that's labeled as a doom band is Cathedral. And
Mm.
Cathedral also tells story songs, and they have a lot of fantasy mixed in with their doom. So yeah. Um,
It'll be interesting to see how this storytelling style of vocals, since I know you already love this, I wonder how that'll
yeah.
play into what we're going into next week, where it's more like a personal kind of ground level vocals, not as much as
Hmm.
storytelling.
I mean, I'm open to a lot, you know, but I love this album.
Mm.
I just I think that kicking it off with that track made like there was no way I wasn't gonna hear that song and fucking fall in love with it.
Oh
You
yeah,
know, it's just like they wrote that song for me, and then so the rest of the album, I'm like, yeah, man, you know, I'm in as soon as that first track kicks off. So,
yeah, I
um,
can tell. I mean, I see why you like it. It's just
yeah,
like I pointed out, there's a couple disadvantages, and it's just personal tastes.
right, right,
The
right.
guitar player's got this time, man, because it's real hard to explain the way I heard that guitar tone. It's like one hum, one
Uh-huh.
continuous,
Yeah,
no break. I mean, there are little breaks, of course, because it's jung, 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 that
right,
kind of
right,
thing,
right,
but it's
right.
like just all through the song. No break, no fancy. Well, there's some spoilers,
There,
but
yeah, but honestly, the guitar is like a secondary instrument to the bass
yeah.
and drums. Yeah,
And I really, I want, I think I like that extra guitar flourish that some of these bands bring in,
sure.
like Down or Crowbar a little bit. So that's maybe because that's what I was expecting. Still kind of hesitant. That first song, though, good.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm still like, oh wow, I'm having a hard time getting into this album still. And then we go into the second song, Change the World.
right. Change the world.
And that's the one that made me think, I get it. I hear what they're doing. They're good at it.
Yeah.
But man, I do miss that extra element that speaks to me, which I think is the blues, is the kind of blues
Yeah, there's
thing
not a lot of
added.
blues in this. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely uh if anything, there's some jazz
Yeah.
in what they're doing, but there's
Well, this is
definitely,
straight
I mean, it's
uh
metal.
goth.
Yeah.
What would you
Dude.
call type O? I mean,
See, yeah, so I always thought of Type O as like a early doom metal band with some goth because they do the same thing. They talk about vampires
I
and
always
zombies and all that kind of shit.
I
Um,
view them as their own thing. There is
yeah, for
no
sure.
genre. It's just
Yeah,
their type O. I don't know what else to.
yeah, definitely. And like a band, an album like October Rust, which was kind of after their peak. It was metallic. It was very much like a heavy metal album. It was
Right.
different than what they were doing, when they were Bloody Kisses and all that. But
Well, Type O even did this kind of big gothic thing in one of their songs, and it's my
yeah,
actual favorite song by Type O. It's called "Love You to Death."
sure, it's a great song. Yeah.
Yeah, it's to me, and Type O were okay. I'm not a big fan just because what they choose to do musically comes across a bit chaotic to me, and
Sure.
that's part of why I don't like it. And
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't. I get Peter Steele. I get why girls would. I get all of that, and that's a
Yeah.
part of the
Girls
music
dug that name.
too.
Yeah.
And I just it don't resonate with me. But I gotta appreciate that they were kind of their own entity.
Yeah. Yeah.
This
So,
is the only I've even heard anybody try to replicate, and I want to say replicate because it sounds like a ripoff, but
yeah, they're playing in the same
yeah,
sandbox. Yeah.
very
Um,
much so.
there's a funny thing about Typo Negative. So they used to play in Ithaca.
Uh-huh.
They're from the city. They would drive up and play in town before they, were Typo Negative. And they had this like demo, I guess it was, that they used to sell at the
Uh-huh.
gigs. And it was like a picture of a vagina.
Yep.
Was the cover was a picture of a vagina. It may have even been two vaginas like mushed together. It was really, really weird, dude. And that was the cover of their demo. And I
Uh,
don't know if you can buy that thing, but I knew a lot of people back home who had it. If they still have it, it's probably worth like a
for me,
bajillion dollars.
there's this undertone to typo negative, this
Yeah,
kind of tongue-in-cheek
sure.
inside joke.
Yeah.
And these guys, to bring it back to see, I'm already having a problem remembering the name of the band.
Bronx casting
Yeah.
company. Yeah.
The- It's campy to me. It
Yeah. Yeah.
sounds
Yeah. Yeah.
campy,
B
but it doesn't
movies.
it's not joke. It doesn't feel like typo feels like there, man, there's this inside joke in there somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't get that here. It's just straight up playing in typo's sandbox. That's the only,
Yeah, for
and I don't
sure.
mean that in a bad way. That's just where I
Right.
connect it being a outsider of the genre.
Right. So yeah, the second track, Change the World. I think one of the coolest things about it is it's a positive.
Hmm.
It's a positive doom metal song, which is, positive goth song, however you want to, but
Yeah,
it's interesting because it's like, if I could, I would change the world for you. Like they're
right.
talking about all the fucked up stuff in the world, and they're like, it's like a love song almost.
Well,
It's
there's that element of goth that I don't know if Anne Rice invented because I don't think so.
the
But
romantic vampire thing.
yeah, it just because of her, or however you want to word that, she's the
Mhm.
originator. That
Yeah,
archetype, that stereotype,
yeah,
it exploded. So I
right.
don't know if you can you even approach specifically a typo sound. I don't know how to word that. I don't think they ripped off typo, but can you
Yeah,
even approach this kind of sound without acknowledging the that version of the vampire of the
right,
because they
right.
don't really I didn't get that I'm sexy, I'm seductive, I seduce you vibe. but it's
No,
still
yeah.
kind of
I,
part
I
of the whole goth sound.
yeah, yeah. I think Bronx Casket Company comes off more like tough guys
Yeah,
than
they're
they
telling you
do.
stories. Yeah.
Yeah, than they do romantic. But sure. I remember when I was a kid there was a show called Cliffhanger.
Hmm.
So this would have been in like the late 70s. Like I was a little kid.
Right.
And it so it was chapters. It was
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
and they would
Serialized.
yeah, yeah, serialized, thank you. And they would but it was weird how they did it because it was like you were supposed to you joined the different stories at different points.
Hmm.
But there was a vampire who was like very beautiful, one of the stories, and he was like this socialite was like falling in love with him. And that was the first time I had ever seen the like romanticized vampire thing. And that was in the late 70s. So on
You
Cliffhanger.
know, I would have to think that most of my exposure to the vampire lore, the origin has to be comic books, just
Yeah,
because of
yeah,
what a
sure.
comic book guy I am.
Yeah.
So all of my, I don't know, interest, follow through,
Yeah.
connection through like comic books, which
Bitches love
sometimes
Blade.
applies. Like maybe this album I could attach it to maybe Blade.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the neat thing about this album is even though it's in Typo's sandbox, he's still
Right.
he's telling all these neat different little stories. Like the vampire thing comes up again later, where it
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
screams at me the whole song that this is the vampire song. This is the Anne Rice. This is the Gothic, the Typo. This is the thing.
Right. Right. And so one of the other things that I thought was cool about the second song, Change the World, is that it starts out very doomy and atmospheric.
Hmm.
And then it has this neat little piano break. And then after the piano break, it's almost like a different song. Like it's nervous energy and, same lyrics, same idea, but the song becomes a completely different animal. I thought
Was
that
this
was
the
neat
one?
how they
Go
did
ahead. No,
that.
no, you go ahead.
No,
I'll ask a
yeah, no, that
question.
was it. I was just going to say, I thought it was neat how they did that.
Is this the one where somewhere toward the end, it's in the first three songs, where
Mhm.
there's some noises that pop up, some very like out of
No, that's
place.
Mercy. That's Mercy Limited. That's the serial killer song.
I hated that.
It's weird because it's
It
it's supposed to be like them murdering people. It's very strange. You're like
it's
hearing these
so out of
little weird
place.
screams and stuff, and like help me, and like it's weird.
Yeah,
It's an interesting idea, but it was strange how it worked into the song. Yeah,
yeah, big for me. Like as far as my personal taste and everything, big swing. We might as well
yeah,
just go ahead and
yeah,
talk about it. The third song,
yeah,
Mercy Limited,
yeah.
big swing. And this happens a lot because I don't know, I'm a music lover or an
Mhm.
asshole. Either way,
Yeah,
I can hear things that if I just had access to changing things around, because what the keys are doing, I hear just big guitar sound, big,
yeah.
and it's like, man, for my personal tastes, this is where I'd add that.
Right, sure, sure.
Especially going into this song, that's more what I expected because of the way they spelled limited, right? The
Right.
LTD. I was
Yeah,
like, oh, here it goes. This is going to be the everyman kind of doom corporation song
right, right.
because of the play on that spelling
I
right
mean,
there.
it is a corporation song.
Right.
Yeah, because they
It
talk
was,
about the song remains the same at Mercy Limited.
yep.
Every
But it
day's the
wasn't
same at
what,
Mercy Limited.
right. I liked
Yeah.
how he delivered it. It wasn't like straight kind of that Rage Against the Machine, yeah, F the man down.
No.
It's more through that goth kind of romantic filter. And
Yeah, yeah. I think that the intro's funny. Where he's like, I might as well just get to killing you guys.
yeah,
It's just kind of funny.
I
It
was
makes
like,
it sound like it's just his everyday job, just
yeah, some of
chopping
the
people up or whatever.
chosen, would you call those sound bites, the vocal at whatever, are
Yeah,
there's some interesting choices in here of the
yeah,
things
yeah,
they add. And I'll
yeah,
get to
for
one of them
sure.
later that I recognized. And I was like, oh, that's cool from
Nice.
because of the movie it's in and everything and how it plays into.
I
I
thought it
was looking
was,
through the lyrics for Mercy Limited.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
What you're thinking? It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it's about. killing people.
Yeah, they're not showing off.
No.
They're doing their thing, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm still
Um,
liking it. I'm still getting it. I'm like, all right, I see what these guys are doing.
yeah,
And they're getting a little more, oh, I liked that. Okay, now I'm getting a
yeah.
little more into it, I think is what I'm trying to say.
Right on. So I like the creepy whispered vocals. It's not something that they do on other songs, but they did it on this song, and I would imagine like someone who is like a killer as a job,
Hmm.
whether it's like they're a hitman or they're a serial killer or whatever, like, but if they see it as just something that they do,
Hmm.
just going to kill people, that they would be quiet, you know? So I feel like it fits the character
Mm.
in the song.
Yeah,
That the parts where he's talking, not the Mercy Limited parts, but the parts where he's talking are
right, the
creepy and
perspective.
whispered. I thought that was neat.
And
There's
it kind
some,
of played right into the next song too,
yeah.
which if we're not ready to go to that, that's fine.
Well,
But
no, I was just gonna say, which just adds to kind of the creepiness of it, and
yeah,
there was some parts where it's actually like almost just spoken. He almost stops singing and he's just like whispering, and it's kind of neat. I liked it.
yeah, he definitely plays around with some different deliveries that are not outside of Doom,
Yeah,
but just different deliveries. And some of them are really neat. There's a few later on where I'm like, oh, I liked what you were doing there.
right, right. So yeah, next
Creepy.
up, yeah, it's all creepy, dude. I
Dude,
like this.
no, the fourth song, No
No
Miracles,
miracles. Yeah,
I just put, oh, yeah, that's not creepy at all.
fastest music box ever. The music box intro at the beginning.
Uh-huh.
It's so fast. I have never heard a music box that plays that fast. I was like, holy shit. Why is
Yeah,
that
they
music
probably
box
had to
playing so fast?
record it and then speed it up that way. Because I
Yeah,
don't,
yeah. It was like the fastest music box I'd ever heard. Um, but I like it's got big muscular music, which I really like. Like
mhm,
it gets, heavier.
mhm,
It's a little heavier than some of the other stuff that
right.
we've
A
heard so
little
far.
less goth, a little more metal, a little
Yeah,
more.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I mean, this is basically a song about the passage of time, and uh, there's a really cool lyric uh, where a hero's not one left to praise. Justice, just a word we say. I thought that
Mm.
was a cool lyric, dude. I was like, hell yeah, yeah.
He did what stood out to me in this song, he did this part. It's toward the end. There's like a minute and a half left to go,
Mhm.
where I think all he did was repeat stop a couple times.
Sure.
But the way it did that thing that I evidently like a bunch, the way the music had all faded out, but there was
Yeah.
still a little bit of I don't know what to call it, like an effect kind of thing. And I was like, oh man, I
Yeah.
really like how that laid on the whole track. I
Mhm.
was like, oh, hopefully I'll get more of that. It was a nice
Yeah.
surprise. I didn't see it coming. And like I said, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed how it sat. It's nothing new, right? It's a style I like and a
Right. Sure. Sure.
trick, but the way it sat in maybe the bed of the music, that just
Yeah.
really stood out to me on
Yeah.
this song.
Yeah. Speaking of things that you didn't see coming, the next track, track 5, La Trista Verita. I don't know what language that is, so the accent was probably wrong. It could be Latin, it could be French, it could be Spanish, I don't know. But it's an organ and some beautiful uplifting vocals in some other language. It's a chick. It's less than a minute. It's just yeah, like what? What just
I've
happened?
uh I've officially lost the plot at this point.
Yeah, yeah, what?
Officially,
Where
I'm
did that come from?
everything that I'm having, like I said, I was having a hard, I don't know if I said it live or just to
Yeah,
you talking.
yeah, yeah,
I don't know what it was. Nothing bad, nothing stood out, but this, I could not get in the vibe, the headspace, that creative, whatever you need.
yeah, yeah.
And it just derailed me a bunch. And this is where it starts. So No offense to the band, the fans, anything like that. But
Yeah.
my stupid brain at this point keeps picturing those effing Walmart shirts with the lightning bolts and the wolves and the castles.
Oh man. Oh no.
And I
Oh
don't know why, but as soon as I imagined that,
yeah.
I can't let it go now just because those shirts are, you know, they kind of sit in this genre or
Yeah.
whatever. But it just, and I had to write down, make sure you 100% say it's not the band. It's nothing nobody did. It's because there is something wrong with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now for the rest of I'm warning everybody, for the rest of the experience, I'm off the rails.
Right. Well, shit. So
And
that
it's
doesn't
just
bode well
because
for Vampire War.
uh, that was just a classic, big, beautiful sound. There's a cool
Yep.
harmony at the end with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
that should have been the lead track. This is
You
the
think?
track that exemplifies for me what I think
Yeah.
this band.
Right on. I think it's not the lead track because it's 7 minutes long. I think they wanted to start out with something punchy,
Yeah.
you know. I think that's but yeah, it's a 7 minute long song with very few lyrics. It doesn't have a lot of lyrics.
Yeah, there was a lot of space.
Yeah, there's a lot of space. They play around a lot in this song with different instrumental stuff, which is cool.
Right. They're
Um,
all jamming. You can all tell
yeah,
they're just kind of weaving through it.
yeah. It starts out like slow and dirgy and chugging, and then it
Hmm.
breaks into like a march, and then it slows back down, and then it goes into a slides into a piano part. There's just like a lot going on in this song musically, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
And it's about vampires, and
Of
yeah,
course it was.
yeah. And I like
That's
how the end, the part, it's a woman who's saying
hmm
over and over again something about being in love with the vampire,
hmm
like I'm loving you or something like that over and over again, which is cool. I do.
Yeah, I loved how the two vocals like it
Right,
started,
because
I
then he
think it was
comes in.
maybe
Yeah.
just her and
Right, and
just
then he
him.
comes in. Yeah.
Well, they started like not synced up, right? And then
Right.
it's
Right.
like they came closer together as they were singing
Yep. Yeah,
and
it's
they
neat.
synced up and it's like
Yeah.
the sound, the atmosphere, whatever, really accentuated how it was doing it for me, and
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
liked it. I was
Yeah.
like, I
It's a
like this effect. I like the things the band are choosing to do.
yeah.
I even liked what the keyboards was doing to lead into this. And
Mhm.
I've said I don't like the keyboards at all because
Right. Right.
it was just cool. This is a cool song. It's of course. I mean, of course. This is the I don't know what's obvious for anything. This is the ballad for 80s bands. This is
Right. Right. Right.
the anthem for rock bands. It's what you expect from this genre.
Yeah, it's the working class late night song for Bruce Springsteen.
I mean, honestly, it's the genre specific. I mean, Vampire War, it's
Yeah.
thematically goes with everything they've been saying and the sound for sure. Like, all right, Vampire War, that's kind of what this whole album sounds like.
Yeah. Fair.
Not
Like
like an angry war, like maybe they're like hypnotizing each
like
other
at
or
war. Yeah.
yeah,
Like a struggle. Not as much as like a big battle.
right,
You
yeah.
know. Which is kind of, I mean, unless you're in a comic book, it is kind of how I think Vampire Wars would be fought. You know?
Right, because physically they're equal. So everything would have to be like mental and
Yeah,
outsmarting and
yeah,
will and
yeah. Um,
do do you think Doom or as a genre, the sounds and the way it kind of marches forward, does that
mhm.
help with that kind of, let's say, energy when you're making a song?
I
Because
think so.
that march of a beat of a guitar, that chung
Right.
chung, it
Hmm.
instantly, at least for me, puts me in that moving forward war,
Yeah,
Lord of
sure.
the Rings when they're making all the orcs, you know, just something about that especially the tone of it, because drums are drums, right? We hear the
Right.
war march kind of in different ways.
Mhm.
But for some reason in this genre, they use that march like almost like an instrument, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of times when I hear those kind of drums in Doom, it's like a funeral procession to me.
Mm,
That's what it reminds me of, like, because it's sad. It's like it's
yeah.
aggressive, but it's depressing almost. But the weird thing is, I don't find this kind of music depressing. It's interesting stories.
Yeah,
You
it's
know?
fiction. It's
Yeah,
music fiction. It's
yeah,
visual, it's imagination fiction. It's or
right.
songs. It's not, I don't know. You're not gonna put this in because you're I mean, maybe you will put this in when you're having a sad day and it's gonna transport you. It's gonna say, forget
Yeah.
about your shitty sad day. Let's go to the vampire war.
Well, let's
Let's
hang out with
check
the
in on
vampires. JD and them, or
yeah.
DD and them. Yeah.
So something neat happened with the next song.
I
That
am
quote,
God here. Yeah.
that quote,
Mm,
you ask me if I have a God complex. Let me
right.
tell you something. I am God.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
from
yeah.
a movie called Malice with
Okay.
Alec Baldwin, where
Okay.
he plays this. It's like a lawsuit kind of movie. He's the surgeon that I don't remember if he screwed up on purpose because he thinks he's God or was drinking or whatever, but he goes on
Okay.
trial and his
Right.
personality is that of the classic surgeon stereotype. Of course I'm a god. I'm a rock
Right. I
star. I'm a
save lives. Like I freaking
and it's a
over
really
life.
like I don't know if you call it an expose or a story about that whole industry.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't they don't tell these kind of stories anymore.
Right. Right.
And I liked it when
Yeah.
he used it. I was like, "Oh, that's a cool like I remember that movie. That's a cool line." But
Yeah.
it fit. It's not just there because it sounds cool. It fit with
With the song. Yeah.
yes. And the
Yeah.
bass sound in this thing is just it's I
Yeah.
put Doom AF. I mean, it's just Doom as fuck. It's just
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
booming. There's a lot going on. Actually, this is the final song, isn't it?
Oh
No,
no, there's 11 tracks. We're only on 7.
there's a lot going on for me in
Yeah.
this. I got a lot of notes for this song.
So, did you notice the swing beat?
Yeah,
Because the song definitely swings. Like,
it made
yeah.
me think, is that what I'm missing? Is that the part I like in the genre that is just not here? That groove, that
Yeah. Yep.
the sway, the groove, the dance part of it, which is to me
Right.
the blues influence.
Right. Right. Right.
That's not this. This is sounds like Peter Steele looks. You know what I mean?
Right, right, right. But yeah, this is the one song where they kind of get into a groove and they swing. But
Mhm.
the thing that's cool is even though there's like a a swing to it, the drums are so fucking heavy.
Mm.
Like usually on a swing beat, you're not pounding the drums that hard. So that was
Right.
neat. I thought it was really cool that they kept it alive. They kept that swing feel to it, but they were beating the shit out of the drums. I thought that was neat, man, because that's not something that you hear a
Right.
lot. Um,
You don't think of that swing sound. You think more of like a prrr type of
yeah,
drummer, you know, you're
yeah, yeah,
lighter, you're
yeah,
guys like maybe Sean Kinney for Alice in Chains,
sure,
or
sure,
just that some guys are they're just drummers, man. They're light,
yeah,
but other guys like who's drumming on this album,
yeah,
Jimmy Bauer from
totally.
Down, who I like is my main
Yeah,
example for this. It just sounds like they're as hard as they can. Just
yeah, just
I hate
bash
these
the drums,
drums.
man. Yeah.
John Bonham did it too.
Yo, yeah,
It's
John Baum used to beat the shit out of his drums.
it's
Yeah,
Animal from the Muppets. It's that
right,
energy.
right.
It's frantic release.
I
It's
mean, Taylor Hawkins, uh, rest in
yeah,
peace, used to beat the shit out of his drums. He was a hard drummer.
man. You know the since you bring up Taylor Hawkins and we're in a Doom album, you know
Yeah,
that theory that to be famous in Hollywood or music industry that you have to make sacrifices of. things and people, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Man, Dave Grohl has had some
Yeah.
tragic,
Bad luck.
yeah.
Yeah.
I The reason I found it interesting that you brought up Foo Fighters,
Yeah.
I read an article today that somebody serious, I don't know what that means as far as coroner and investigations on all that,
Hmm.
investigated Cobain's death and
Yeah, and they're saying that there's
the
questions
homicide.
about whether it's a suicide. Yeah, yeah, I've seen that. I haven't
You know
read
when
the
I
articles,
really
but
100% honest think happened?
what's that?
Just and it's because that I don't think very highly of Cobain as an artist. I think the record label and the people and probably even Courtney knew it. They knew either because the drugs were too far gone and he was gone, or he's just not, he's never gonna make Nevermind again. You could,
Right. Okay.
my opinion, you could tell there was a fast decline of the quality and the actual catchiness and all that of the songs Nirvana were
Hmm.
making. Because when
Okay.
you left them alone, they made In Utero. And it's a weird,
I
close,
like the Utero, but
right, but it's you wouldn't call it. It doesn't flow like an album,
I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's definitely not as cohesive as
right?
what's
So I
what's the
wonder if they
album?
just didn't kill him,
Whatever that first album's called.
if they knew that he wasn't what they thought, or they knew,
Never
oh my
mind.
God, this guy is just, it's not going to work, and they just offed him because now he's a martyr, and now
Right.
he's, now he's
Yeah.
money in the bank. Now he's Tupac. Now he's,
Easy.
that's
I
really what
suppose
I
it's
think happened.
possible. I suppose it's possible. I don't know. I
Yeah.
I I liked In Utero. As an overall listen, though, it's probably not as fun to listen to as Nevermind. But I like Heart Shaped Box a lot. I think it's a cool
Right.
fucking song.
I didn't say he couldn't write a song.
Yeah, yeah,
I just, I don't know.
yeah. To me, it's like I think we've talked about this before on the show. It's all about melodies for me. If a
Hmm.
song doesn't have a melody, the melody has to catch, you
Right.
know, and that's what it is. Once the melody catches, so like that melody to Heart Shaped Box is just
Yeah.
good, you know.
It's always different for me. It's a melody will catch me, or a lyric, or a drum sound.
Mhm.
It's never like, oh, I love guitar. So I
Right.
always, no, every time I hear a song, it seems like it'll be something different that sparks the imagination. And I think that's why I have that untangible thing that I can't quite describe, that I say is the magic of it, because it's so
Yeah, yeah.
different for me. I can't be
Right.
like, oh, I love guitars, which I do,
Right.
but that's not always what leads me to a song. Or I love singers, which I do.
Yeah.
That's not always what, I don't
Yeah.
know. A
I'm
lot of these
never.
bands, I'll bring it back to these guys.
Yeah.
They kind of play in that, like you were saying earlier, that transitioning where they change almost styles in the middle of it.
Right. 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 Right.
I've kind of noticed that we both like that. So we don't want
Yeah.
one kind of, it seems like we don't really enjoy one kind of solid sound out of a song. It's like
Right.
we kind of like it, well, there's a little bit of metal, or when we get into Braden Stewart and there's like some country hidden in it. We seem to like bands that play loose, that are
Yeah.
more
Sure.
experimental.
Yeah. Unless I'm listening to Pennywise and they can just fucking play
Well,
punk rock, like
yeah,
it's
that's punk
fine.
rock.
Yeah, it's
Punk
fine.
rock is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Or the Ramones, who are basically playing the Beach Boys really fast. Like, and that's fine.
Yeah, like,
You know.
all right. So the
But
next track, the eighth
yeah.
one, Savior, or Savior Park.
Oh, I did have some more stuff to say about I'm
Yes,
God here.
absolutely.
So I liked how there was a melodic use of the
Mm,
phrase "I am God here" as the hook.
mm.
Like there wasn't really a hook in the song other than that sentence, and they made sure that they repeated the melody every time they said that sentence.
Hmm.
And I thought that was neat. I thought it was a really cool thing that they did there. It's not a trick that I hear a lot of people do, but
Right.
every time it's funny because I was listening to the album out and around my client,
Hmm.
and he goes, "I am God here." That's neat, and because they trained it that way, like it's like, "Ooh, you're going to hear that part every time," just because the way he was singing it. And I thought that was cool. And there was a lyric. Um,
I get it too. This song to
yeah,
me, this is where I really heard like what you were talking about when the way he kind of broke up the I Am God Here.
yeah,
This is
yeah.
one of those songs like
You noticed it every time.
what I would have done, like because with the style I like with the big sweeping, it'd have been every time he said I, it'd be a big drum hit.
Right,
Boom,
sure.
I am God, boom, and it would
Right.
be like kind of like he did, he put a finality on it,
Hmm.
but and just whatever makes me curious about remixing or rearranging a song, I
Yeah.
really latched on to like I could hear how the rest of the music would go away or at least fade kind of like it does,
Right.
but I
Right.
would keep the drum for like infamous on each word because it adds that kind of, especially the tone of the bass and the drum here. If nothing else,
Yeah.
take out my idea of the bass drum hit, right? That big boom. And there's a song later on where it sounds like he hits his bass, not plays
Yeah,
it.
you made.
Sound
Yeah.
like he goes boom. And when he does it, I was like, that's that's an exclamation point.
Right.
It's
Right.
such a
Right.
neat little thing that in this song I really wish they would experiment well with just the stuff I like.
Yeah.
Because the stuff, whatever that I could hear or imagine, would turn this into like almost a soul gripping album because the structure of it, I love the structure of it. I
Yeah.
love even the melodies of what he's saying. It's just I don't keyboards don't grab me. I
Yeah.
need some more guitar work out of the genre and the vocal style. But that
Right.
doesn't
Right.
mean that there isn't a lot of stuff in here that I hear and I like. This song really just because they experimented a little and it just kind of
Yeah.
got me in that creative. It's like, oh, I kind of like what he's doing. If we would just, I don't know if that's a wrestler thing in me, like that makes us want to, oh, I love that move. But if you just,
Yeah. Want to put a little spin on it.
yeah,
Yeah. Um, but the lyric that I like in that song is where he says, "Burn black again, my trust in you."
mm,
Thought that's a cool lyric, man.
yes.
That's a cool lyric. I dig
There's a
it.
lot of
So
that kind of stuff in Doom, like one or
yeah,
two lines that it's just like,
it's like ooh, yeah,
my heart bleeds black. But it's
right,
still like, that's a powerful line.
yeah, yeah.
I have a
So
feeling there's again, we I ran into this with Valentine Wolf. Since I'm
yeah,
so outside of the genre, I have a feeling again I'm missing a lot of stuff like that. Like it's a
right,
very gothic thing to do, but it's got weight and gravitas.
yeah. And I mean, I'm saying I would hope at least nothing against Valentine Wolf, but
Hmm.
Bronx Casket Company is like here, and Valentine Wolf is like way. I don't know.
Two different representations.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
that
yeah. And
I could live
obviously, I
without
love
either
this
of them,
band. I love this band. So
which makes me think you'll love and understand exactly what element it is that I love in the genre because
yeah,
it's going to be full on display next week.
right on, right on. So then the next song, "Savior," is funky. It's like they brought funk into this song for some reason. It's got a
Yeah,
groove, which is cool.
it was like I already pre-warned everybody. I was going off the rails at this point. This
Yeah,
song to me, I was just like, I get it.
yeah,
It's not okay. This is kind of a mean take, but it's really not. It's
okay,
them. It's their sound. They're doing the thing. They're doing it well.
right,
They're presenting their art. But by this point, I'm like, man, I get it. I'm
yeah,
distracted. So I've already Yep, this is the album.
Hmm.
I took a break.
Yeah.
I
So
started
even
watching this Ted Bundy documentary
sure.
with Jesse.
Yeah.
And for some reason, during the documentary, I was having sparks of connection for music and the band and the genre. But
Right
sitting
on.
there listening to the album, it wasn't coming.
Yeah.
So I sort of apologize to people because like I said, I got off the rails. We still
Yeah.
talk about the album, but I started getting into, should we finish this song? Savior Park. I don't really have anything else for it. Evil, I thought was the theme of it, right? Very
Yeah.
evil sounding lyrics and
Yeah.
feel and sound, which is that goth element.
Right. Well, I mean, like I said, it's the only song on the album where they play funk. So I thought that was neat that like they brought some funk into it. I thought it was an interesting idea that they're questioning God.
Hmm.
You know, he's speaking from the point of view of God. And
Right.
but he's saying like all of the fucked up stuff that God does. He calls
Oh.
himself a savior, but he does all of these fucked up things.
Right.
You know, and he's like, if there's anything evil in the world, it comes from me. You know, it's
Well,
just like,
you want to have fun for a minute? Do you know the
sure,
theory that wow, this is going to be really hard to the let's say the Christian God, the one that everybody
yeah.
is actually the demiurge. What it
Okay.
is basically it's another kind of entity, another kind of thing that has middlemanned the process to God. So
Interesting.
now it's everything you're doing and everything is going toward the demiurge, not God. And that's why the church has weird, they have a building that's shaped like a snake's head, and they have weird
Yeah.
satanic or definitely not godly paintings and stuff like that, is
Right.
because part of the secret is the Catholic Church. They know that there's, you have to believe there's all these different entities or whatever,
Right, sure.
but that's at least what the actual Catholic Church represents of the Christian faith. Is supposed to, or
Interesting.
it's theorized to be it's actually another entity. And it has to do with saying amen and not saying amen in your prayers. It's it's
Hmm.
super neat, especially since you kind of bring up the perspective of a God uh
Right.
admitting his, I don't know, flaws or anger stuff because I
Yeah.
mean, the Christian God and Jesus is supposed to have been the perfect, right? So he doesn't
Yeah.
get jealous because he's perfect. He doesn't get mad
Right.
because he's perfect.
Right. Right. But then before Jesus, so so I remember one time I was talking to like a very religious person
Hmm.
who was the mother of a girl who I was dating.
Oh,
And I believed in God at the time. I've
right.
been through different periods, but at that point I was believing in
Capital
God.
God, the
Yeah,
Christian.
capital God. Yeah, Christian God.
Okay.
Um, but she was talking about how God was loving and merciful, and I was like, yeah, man, but God was an asshole.
Hmm.
And she told me that she believed that the coming of Jesus changed God.
Yeah, that's how if you step outside of it, that's how the
Mm.
story is sold.
Okay.
Because I think, especially to me as a person who's a little bit more open-minded about what's going on in religion, the Old
Yeah.
Testament is the giveaway that religion, faith, or whatever is made up. Because it's just like the Quran. It's do this or you're going to get smoked. It's very
Yeah.
much stay in line or I'll smite you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
after a while, that doesn't work. So
Right.
it kind of morphed into no, be kind to everyone. That kind of be a be soft, be a pushover. Just do
Yeah.
what the church says. Just do what the church commands.
Right.
It's like a softening of the philosophy.
Sure.
all that stuff's fascinating to me anyway, and usually
Yeah.
lays in the genre of doom. They'll discuss God or gods and
Right.
those kind of heavier ideas.
Definitely.
So where
So,
are you at in the album right now? There's like I said, I went off
I
on
mean,
in Ted
I'm
Bundy world.
still, yeah, no, I mean, I think that there is enough going on that, it's holding my attention for sure. And honestly, like, so yeah, for Savior, I mean, the fact that they brought funk into it this late in the album, I was like, okay, that's a neat thing. And then I really like the subject. I really like the way that they addressed God speaking, but it
Hmm.
was questioning God. Well, God was talking about his actions. It was a
Right.
neat way to do it. I thought the drums sounded great, and then again, the bass was heavily spotlighted in this song.
The tone of the bass, and that's because you said the guy who put it all together is a bass player.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
The tone of the bass with this whole album is just
yeah,
heavy. Is
yeah,
that his rate? Because you know the band he comes from, right?
yeah. Overkill, yeah.
Yeah, is that his regular tone?
No, no.
Because
The bass is
Overkill
the
came
bass
across
is a lot
thrashy.
thinner. Yeah, the bass is a lot thinner in Overkill, which bass is generally thin in thrash. If you listen to thrash music, the
Yeah,
bass, yeah, it's usually like higher pitched guitars, thin bass.
right.
It's just kind of Metallica. It's
There's
just
usually only like it seems like two real genres that will be bass heavy.
yeah,
This doom genre and it slipped right out of my head. Like what Les Claypool does. More of a
yeah,
lighter
whatever
flamenco
that
kind
is.
of.
Yeah,
That seems to be, well, no, that's not really true because you have a bass forward style funk like Flea
yeah. I was gonna say,
represents.
yeah, funk is definitely uh
Yeah,
based on
because you got well, I think Bootsy Collins
yeah.
was he bass?
He was, yeah, Bootsy
Yeah, yeah.
Collins. Some people say Bootsy Collins was the greatest bass player to ever live. I mean, who knows if it's true, but people say it.
I mean, A, what are your criterias?
Yeah, yeah.
B, do you know who Les Claypool is? Yeah, because
I
obviously you don't.
Yeah. I mean, I think that if you're talking about the best at a specific instrument, it has to be like innovation first of all. Like, what did they
Joe
do?
Les Claypool.
Yeah, like innovation, influence. I think those are like the two.
Well,
You know,
there's still a whole bass heavy, bass forward sound that genre even that we're not really talking about, like flamenco. That whole little
sure. Yeah.
genre is
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
like kick,
Absolutely.
slap, the
Yeah.
way
Yeah.
Claypool plays
Gypsy jazz, which
is a genre.
is a genre.
I feel like you're just making stuff up now.
No, man. Have you ever heard Django Reinhardt?
No.
Django Reinhardt is an amazing guitar player from like
Yeah.
way before either one of us existed. And he kind of like revolutionized the genre of gypsy jazz.
Wasn't
Um,
I want to say Nuno Bettencourt, wasn't he kind of like a gypsy flavor, like his style is supposed to be some kind of there's some guitar player
oh,
like that,
yes.
like a Nuno Bettencourt or even
I feel like Nuno just played like Eddie Van Halen, honestly. But
but
lots of
I don't know,
tapping.
like his whole maybe I'm just mixing his name up with the Cult. I don't know why, but if you want to talk gypsy music, gypsy band, gypsy look, that's the Cult.
The Cult, yeah. I
So
don't
maybe
even
that's
know
what I
who
was
the guitar
thinking.
player was for the Cult.
Yeah,
Was Billy Duffy the guitar player or the bass player? It's probably Billy Duffy.
uh,
I think it was Billy Duffy.
you know what? I think it's escaping me altogether. Ian Astbury was the singer,
Was the singer. I think Billy Duffy was the guitar player for like the bigger stuff.
like originally, yeah. Because they're
Yeah.
still out there doing the darn thing, but
Yeah.
I don't mean to. I guess as a fan, I have to say, but because his voice has changed.
Sure. Sure.
Whether
Sure.
that means it's gotten more to where it's not my thing, yeah, that's my take on it. but
Right.
they're still out there rocking out.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they all are, right? All those freaking 80s bands. Like, none
Yeah.
of them have really stopped, you know?
It's so weird for me, like you step back and take a look at it. All right, let's
Yeah.
say Poison. We both think they're kind of silly, kind of a joke. We don't really
Yeah.
take them seriously.
I don't like
They're
Poison.
still out there doing the darn thing,
Yeah,
so
they're
they
making
must
money.
very least take themselves seriously.
Right. Well, dude, Poison is funny. Like, so I heard an interview with Ricky Rocket not that long ago,
Who could
right?
kill the both of us?
I mean, yeah,
Legit.
apparently Ricky Rocket's a badass.
Yeah.
But but yeah, he was talking about how like they're like tough guys from Pittsburgh, you know? And, like and they
So did Brett Michaels, was he the one that kind of softened him up? Because he's a cartoon character now.
yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, well no, but Brett is from the same area as they are. Like they were all kind of, kids who started this band and the makeup and all that shit is like what they used, I guess, to get over. I don't really know. I never thought their music was that good, to be honest.
I don't,
But
yeah, it's not.
they were at a record signing, and someone started making fun of them because they looked like chicks on the cover of the album.
Mm,
And Ricky said that Brett was ready to like kick this dude's ass right there in the record store.
really?
Yeah. And
Hmm.
he was ready to kick his ass and like he I don't remember what the deal was, but they got thrown out basically.
But I
Like
don't understand. Here's where my whatever is going to be. They did.
yeah.
So fuck you. You did.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
maybe you shouldn't holler at a band that's trying to. You shouldn't be
Yeah.
antagonizing like that. But
Right.
to fight the guy or to try to get tough at the guy, that doesn't make you. It makes you an asshole because
Right.
you are. What do
Yeah.
you want?
Yeah, you look like women on the
Yeah.
cover of the freaking album.
The only thing to do there, which is what nobody does, maybe explain yourself. Take
Yeah.
5 minutes to tell a magazine, we kind of like that sleaze, that sex appeal, because people will
Yeah.
go, oh, okay. Kind of like
Yeah.
Motley Crue did, right? They started to
Right.
explain themselves
Yeah.
in a way. Poison never did. They were just like, we look like
Yeah.
girls.
We look
And
like
Brett
girls.
Michaels is
Yeah. It's a girl.
Loverboy,
Yeah. And
not
you
the
gotta
band
cry
Loverboy.
tough.
Like,
Yeah.
what?
I said, and you gotta cry tough out in the street.
That's that whole 80s vibe.
Hate that band so much.
Poison.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I've
I
seen
think
them.
Poison might be the worst band who was an actual band ever.
They're among the worst I've ever seen live. And
Oh, I'm sure, dude. I'm
I've seen
sure.
some bands that are gonna suck. The Bloodhound Gang, terrible live.
Bloodhound Gang was terrible? Oh, that sucks.
Terrible.
That
Limp
sucks.
Bizkit, some of the times,
Oh, I'm sure Limp
epically
Bizkit was
terrible.
not good. Yeah.
But yeah, they stand out. And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know what it is. It's everything because they're not bad players. I guess
Right.
Brett Michaels is an okay.
He's kind of flat. That was one of the things that I didn't like about them the most was his voice was kind of flat.
He's that there's this weird kind of archetype or character that pops up in music sometimes. It's like he's the sensitive, but still kind of looks sleazy. He's the sensitive
Yeah,
boy.
I guess.
And it's like, bro,
I saw Warrant. They were really bad. Really bad.
I can only imagine.
Yeah. This was like at their, I mean, it was 90, 91, so they were, you know, cherry
I've seen a
pie.
bunch of these
Yeah. It was-
Def Leppard who were good when I saw them, but it was
oh, I'm
many, many
sure.
years ago.
Yeah.
Aerosmith, same thing. They were good when I saw them many, many years
Sure.
ago. I've seen
Yeah.
Poison. I've seen Motley Crue. I've seen Judas Priest, but I don't want to lump them. They were phenomenal, and I'm not a
Yeah.
fan. They
I
were.
saw David Lee Roth, and that was a good time.
That's
So,
interesting because of who David Lee Roth is.
yeah.
That's why part of why I prefer Van Hagar over Van Halen.
Yeah, dude, I like Sammy Hagar a million times more. I think there's, the fact that even if he didn't do it on albums,
Hmm.
the fact that he played rhythm guitar
Yeah.
really helped Eddie live.
Yeah. Yeah.
It helped muscle up the songs live.
Yes.
Um, and I think the fact that they like Sammy, if you listen to his solo stuff,
Hmm.
there's a lot of blues in it.
Yeah.
And he brought that to Van Halen. That
Yeah.
swagger, that bluesy swagger. Like I feel like and dude, there was some great songs during David Lee Roth era. Like
Oh,
I'm not gonna pretend
absolutely.
there's
All the
not.
ones you want to name. Jump,
Yeah,
Running with the Devil,
yeah,
Panama.
yeah.
Jesus, where do
Ain't
you want to start?
ain't talking about love.
Ugh.
But like 5150
Hmm.
or what's the Mine All Mine?
Dude,
Like
the double
those
life.
are
I know
yeah,
there was some BS behind the scenes about making that album,
yeah.
but man, that's great. It's a
Sammy
great
Hagar
album.
hates that album.
Well, it's because, and it's why I love it because it sounds so good because they had to go back and
Right. Eddie Van
perfection.
Halen made him go back into the studio and re-record all the vocals.
Yeah.
That's why he hates it.
I
He was
might
like,
sit down
we're not
if I
playing
ever
this
get
out.
back to my spare days off. I
Right.
might try to sit down sometime in this kind of because I know I'll get back to the right mindset, the creative, and watch um right here, right now. Just
Yeah,
try to experience it again.
right, right.
What
But
we're
yeah,
talking
I
about.
just yeah, I think I do David Lee Roth was a big show and it was a lot of fun.
Mhm.
And he played, everything that you would have wanted him to play, and it all sounded good.
He's
But
a
it's
party
not Sammy Hagar.
guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's party handsome guy.
Right,
He
right.
likes
It's
girls.
at like 65,
Yeah,
Sammy Hagar still sounds fucking amazing.
right.
He can still sing
Well, he brought
those
something a
songs.
little different to, like you were kind of saying, to Van Halen. He
Yeah.
brought like more range
Yeah, yeah.
because
Much better
of,
singer.
you
Yeah.
know, David Lee Roth, like I said, he's that high energy. He's jump, he's
Yeah.
party, let's
Yeah.
go. So
Yeah.
all the songs were that's what they were. They were mostly
Yeah.
fast love, quick, let's go,
No.
that party
Right.
energy, all good. And then Sammy Hagar came in and he slowed it up some. He added a little bit more groove, a little bit more.
Yeah. I mean, there was I'll Wait. That's the only slow song I can think of that Van Halen did with David Lee Roth. And that's a great song. It's probably my favorite song on 1984.
Oh man, I don't
Even though
know.
there's all those big hits and stuff, like I'll Wait is just such a cool
I'd
song.
have to see exactly why we're talking about Van Halen. I'd have to see
Yeah.
exactly what's on 1984 because
Well,
some
there's
of
only
my
9 songs, so
favorite songs are deep cuts. There's
yeah.
stuff I like that, like I'll Wait.
Well, yeah,
That's a
that's what I was just saying. That's probably my favorite song on the album.
yeah, but that's not a lead out. So
Yeah, it's a
B
great
sides
song.
and stuff.
Yeah.
I like Pound Cake off of
Oh, sure. Yeah.
is that
But
on
that's
For
on
Unlawful Carnal Knowledge? It's the
yes.
first song, right?
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah.
And I like the first song off. I don't know. The chorus is something about crack the seventh seal. It's that might have been the name of the album.
Is it on balance?
No,
On
it's the
balance.
album right after For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge. It's like the
I think
seal.
it's balance.
Is that the name of the album?
Yeah, yeah. Balance is, and that's the last album they did with Sammy.
I bet that's I don't know. For
And
some
there
reason
is a song on there. I'm almost positive there's a song on there about Practice Seven Seal.
yeah,
Yeah. The
I'm looking
hit
at the
was
album.
like the hit on that was a ballad, I think, right?
I have a feeling you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Now that I see the cover.
Yeah,
Yep,
it's like
it's called
Eddie
The
and
Seventh
Alex's
Seal.
kids. Yeah.
Yep, yep. You were right.
Yeah.
And it's because I don't remember nothing else on that album.
Well, there was a single. It's like a slower song. I can't think of what it's called off the top.
Uh,
Something about love.
there's a Can't Stop Loving You.
Yep, that's it. I can't stop loving you. Whoa. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
that was the single. Yeah.
What is it with Van Halen? They seem to they have kind of a unique career trajectory, right? Because they
Mhm.
start out with what they're doing, the fun, the let's go, David Lee Roth party era,
Right, right,
and
right.
guitar virtuoso.
Yep.
But I think because of David Lee Roth, just because he was so big and charismatic, they blended and it didn't
Yeah.
shine as much.
Right, right, right.
And then, they make a couple albums that are good. They have some good, some real hits. Maybe I should
Yeah,
bring this
yeah,
up
yeah.
again just so we can mention the Van Halen hits or whatever.
Hmm.
And it's great. And
Right,
then something
right.
happens and was there's like what, one album or so or toward the end of one of the albums where Sammy or not Sammy, where David Lee Roth is falling off. It's like maybe that's where they stopped getting along.
Yeah. Well, I mean, didn't I thought they broke up right after 1984 because they just got too big. And
Well, they
and
didn't get
Roth's
along.
ego was just like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Roth was like, this is all me, baby. Like, you
But
know?
that's his personality. He
Yeah, yeah,
he is that guy. He's bigger
yeah,
than life. He knows it. He's okay with it. Let's go.
yeah.
Um
I think it's
anyway,
funny.
yeah, and then that happened, right? And it should have
Right.
been maybe a career killer. It definitely should have been a real problem, but it
But
wasn't.
wasn't. Yeah, yeah.
They get Sammy Hagar,
Yep.
revitalizes them,
Yeah.
re-brings Eddie Van Halen back into the limelight, and then people start, oh, how good of a guitar player is he?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Well, I think too, like if you think about it, not that the guitars weren't highlighted, but they really started bringing in keyboards and stuff on 1984.
Have at it just to free form and go.
Yeah. But I think that kind of took some of the spotlight off of Eddie's guitar on that album because people were like, "Wow, they're using synthesizers and shit." Um,
On the first one with
no, no, the last one with David Lee Roth.
oh, that's right. Yeah, that synthesizer stuff. I know I wasn't active as a fan when it happened,
Yeah,
but I remember coming to it because my brother Matthew is a big Van Halen fan.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
remember the little trajectory of learning about Van Halen, him being like 5150 and hearing all this.
Right,
And then
right,
I
right.
remember getting to that album and it's just what? And I know that whole synth wave kind of Tears
Yeah,
for Fears thing had
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
been around, but
Right.
even today, if when I hear anything off of that album, it's just like, what happened?
Yeah, but I mean, it was a massive album, you know. I mean, can't really,
Well, yeah,
you know.
man, because if we're honest about the synth sound, it's just
Mhm.
there. It's not featured. It's just it added a little
Right, they
extra
use it
layer.
to kind of like there's some intros and stuff, and
Hmm.
and I'll wait. The synth is heavy, like there's a lot of, but it's great. And Jamie's crying, but
Oh,
it's
dude,
heavy
Jamie's
synth.
crying.
Yeah, yeah. There's heavy
That's
synth
David
in
Lee
that
Roth,
song
though,
too.
isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. That was the first album that they once Sammy came, they kept the synth, but they used it more almost like a piano kind of sound,
Hmm.
and it was different. But on 1984, they used the synth for like texture, and it was like they hadn't really done that before in Van Halen.
Right.
So
5150 is
the
yeah,
first
that's
album with
Sammy.
Sammy,
That's the
yeah,
because there's
first album with Sammy. It's
so yeah.
5150, OU812,
Yep. Yep.
for unlawful carnal knowledge, and then
Right.
balance.
For some reason in my head, I always think that For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge is Sammy's first album because
No,
that's
it's so
where I became the fan of Sammy Hagar. So for some reason, I've,
okay.
but you're right. Oh, you ain't one, two, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
5150 is Sammy.
Yep. And then with David Lee Roth, it was Van Halen, Van Halen 2, Women and Children First, Diver Down in 1984.
Damn, they have a pretty big discography, really. Van
Yeah.
Halen.
Yeah. And then they've got Van Halen 3 with Gary Sharon.
The
Yeah, I actually kind of like that album, but
Did you really?
yeah, yeah, I like it. I think it's got some cool songs. There's some,
I
it's some
couldn't
of
even
it's
give it.
a little too much, like
I couldn't even like. I don't know what it is. It's so, especially at the time. Now it's different because of what we do and the podcast
yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
I wasn't even interested. I couldn't, like, obviously, like everybody else, when the song came out, I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I didn't like
I can't
Extreme,
stop
but
loving you.
okay.
Or, no, what was the song? Oh, Without You.
Generic Garbage, number
That is a
one.
good tune, dude. Must
Oh, I'm
be
sure
some
it is.
time.
Those
Yeah.
guys are good
I
musicians.
I love Extreme.
Do you really?
Yeah, love
Of course
Extreme.
you do.
So I was excited to see Gary Sharon get a chance,
Okay.
with Van Halen and see what happened.
That's where I checked
And
out.
yeah, and I didn't think it was bad. But unfortunately, most people did. So
Yeah.
I do think that the songs are too long. It was almost like Van Halen was trying to do progressive rock or something. It was a
Yeah.
weird. And then they did the one reunion album with David Lee Roth.
Didn't they do a tour that was both David Lee Roth and
They did
Sammy
a tour
Hagar?
called Best of Both Worlds that didn't finish
That's too
because they couldn't
bad
get along. Yeah, they couldn't get along.
because just the dynamic of what you could really
Yeah,
do with that tour.
yeah,
You know what? This isn't me being an asshole saying when I see this, I think if you add this or you change this, I think that's just the spark of inspiration.
sure, sure.
Because man, if Sammy and David could have got
David,
along, the possibilities you could have done of trading vocals, trading
right, sure.
styles,
It would have
Sammy
been fun,
doing
man. Yeah,
jump, and then Dave coming to the chorus. Like
yeah, yeah. It
you
would have been
could have
fun.
you could have really highlighted and did something super fun and imaginative with Van Halen.
Yeah. What's funny? Do you know the Diver Down album?
Oh, not very well.
Okay, so Diver Down was actually my introduction to Van Halen.
Oh, okay.
I had heard some of their other stuff on the radio, but as far as
Hmm.
the first album I owned was Diver Down. And it's covers.
Oh,
Because
okay.
what happened was Dance the Night Away, right? Or is it Dancing in the Streets? Whichever song isn't their original song. They had a cover on either the first album or the second album, and it did really, really well.
I don't.
And
Both of those songs did okay, and they both kind of sucked, or they're
yeah,
both kind of generic pop songs, in my
yeah,
opinion.
yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing about the David Lee Roth era too. There was a lot of generic pop,
But
but
it fits his personality.
yeah, for sure. But what happened was the record label was like, "Well, you guys don't have an album ready, and we want to put something out. We're going to pay you to
Mm.
go in the studio and record these covers." And they were like, "Oh, we really don't do that. We're not a cover band, blah 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 blah." But they did it, and they went in and recorded "Diver Down," and it's basically a covers album, if I remember right.
Hmm.
I know it has "Oh Pretty Woman" on it. I know that that was,
Is that where their cover of Pretty Woman comes?
yeah, yep.
I
Um,
don't.
but yeah, that's. But I thought "Diver Down" was really good. It's
It's
obvious.
pretty whatever fortuitous that you're talking about covers because to pull
Yeah.
it back to
Hey, there's a cover coming up on this album.
right,
Fine.
just
Yeah.
to pull it
I
back to the
mean,
weirdness that was going on with me.
yeah,
Obviously, when we switched to the when I started watching the Bundy documentary with
yeah,
Jess, I was
yeah.
trying to apply music to it,
Right.
and I didn't really get much except for I wonder, you know how I half jokingly say psychopaths just or what is it? People that don't listen to music are psychopaths.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I jumped out with your best friend, ChatGPT.
Okay.
Not an episode unless we bring up your best friend.
You know,
I didn't search Bono because fuck that guy. We don't like him on this podcast.
we don't like Bono. Yeah.
I asked it if it knew in any way if Bundy was a music fan.
Okay.
Two things happened that are interesting. One, it says there's no indication anywhere ever that says that Bundy was into music.
Okay.
And when I said it's because I have this jokey thing where I say it like did a school marm type. Well, you shouldn't say that all people that don't like music. And I'm like, the fuck
Yeah.
is wrong with you?
Yeah, it does that to me all the time too.
And it changed. This just happened. It just started
Yeah.
doing this.
Yeah, it's
I've
irritating.
got Grok fired up.
Yeah.
Grok's image making sucks. And you know, I like to make
Oh,
funny.
Grok is trash. Yeah.
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 But I'm starting to hate Chat GPT because it, it lectures, it
Mhm.
counters. I love crazy conspiracy stuff. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
It won't let you do
anything
it
I
anymore.
ask, even when I say, let's just pretend that it's true, it's always got to say, it's not true, or it's unconfirmed, or there's no mainstream
Yep.
evidence.
Yep.
Even when it's like, wait a minute, like it did something like that with, let's be honest, with COVID. And it stuck with the, oh, the safe and effective, all that stuff that we know is straight bullshit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that turned my mind against ChatGPT because I was like, wait a minute, we know that's bullshit. The whole world knows that's bullshit,
Right.
but you still did it.
Right.
It bugs me. It's like, leave me alone. I'm an adult. Tell me the crazy shit and be like, "Kind of, you're crazy if you believe this." So I was
Right.
trying to make that connection of Bundy because he was a true monster,
Yeah. Yeah. For
but
sure.
smart, charismatic.
Right.
And the only thing I could really do was like maybe the themes are still kind of in music, right? He was
Yeah.
very narcissistic, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe not so much. I don't think narcissism in this genre, right? In Doom,
Right. Right.
but music overall. And it was just like, huh, it's trying to make music connect to everything works a lot. And sometimes it does this very thing where I'm like, well, these two things shouldn't connect, but they did in like a weird way. Because we've
Right.
talked about if you're in a bad mood or you're in a sad mood, maybe is it a good idea to sit with a Doom album? Depends on how you perceive the music, right?
Yeah. How you gonna process it? Yeah, I would
If
think.
you're already whatever was wrong with Bundy,
Right.
I wonder if he sat there and when we listen to Doom, we're just like, oh, that's a cool line about something like, I will drink the blood from the skulls of my enemy. We're just like, that's metal, bro.
Yeah.
Guys like Bundy are like, yes, I will, and
So,
is it intent?
well, he was
Which
killing
I've
his
asked a
mother,
bunch.
right? Wasn't he
What
just killing his mother over and over again? Wasn't that his thing?
they think he definitely
Yeah.
was killing the typical co-ed type girl.
Right. They were all like
And
brown hair and like,
yeah,
yeah.
I don't know. But like I said, I was so far off the rails on this
Yeah.
album that I was, for some reason, finding that musical spark somewhere else. And it
Man.
got me thinking about how Doom is soundtracky. Like, no matter what I like or dislike about this album, I can still feel it. It's like it's when it's the Doom sound is in the background of a movie, you notice it. It
Oh yeah, for sure.
feels and it drags and it.
Yeah.
So I guess my whole Bundy thing was I've talked about how intention and music are just waves, right? Just
Hmm.
so what if like OCD people or you know how you said you can let or sometimes do you call them intrusive thoughts?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
don't, hey, stop that shit now, it could.
It's crazy. Yeah.
We both know, I know the things in my ADHD where I could see, like, oh, that could have gone dark.
Right. Right.
Well,
Right.
I was
Right.
wondering if it's something like that. It's not so much as soulless psychopath. Is your vibration different? And
Mm.
maybe that's why you don't love music because music changes your vibration, right? It goes from happy vibration, sad vibration.
Right. Right.
I don't know. There's something
Yeah. I don't know, man.
that I felt music is lacking from all of Ted Bundy because everything we love about the music, the feeling, it's like flat. It's like the absence of music, the absence of
Yes.
joy. I don't know. I just, like I said, I found that interesting compared to how we were listening to Doom, and for some reason I did not ADHD brain want to concentrate on this album.
Right, right, right. Well, we got three tracks left. We might as well wrap it up.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me
Um,
see if there was really anything super interesting about the Bundy connection. A lot of it was stuff like how the archetype that Bundy was, the wolf in sheep clothing,
yeah.
the idea of the mask.
Mm,
I noticed, boy, this is going to be hard to say, but I think you'll follow me here so I don't call anyone out.
okay.
I noticed when they were talking about all the different traits and the way Bundy's crazy would show, if you changed some words, left out the killing,
Right.
we both know a guy that I
Yeah.
think is this level of just psychopath, just
Wow.
uncaring, manipulative, thinks he's charming. I don't want to say anything and I don't want to
Yeah,
give it
yeah, yeah.
away, but I
Yeah.
believe you know exactly who I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I told Jesse, I was like, if you changed and then the real name, she was like, oh, and that got me thinking. Normal or whatever we are as far as music lovers and all that, very
Right.
vibey, right? Very vibey.
Yeah.
How do people, you see this stuff where people's like, oh, I was friends with Ted Bundy and I never knew. What?
Weird. Yeah,
The
I don't know.
guy I'm
It's
connecting
weird.
with, don't you
Yeah.
get, when you get around him, don't you get like a vibe? A,
Sure. Yeah.
and that's without whatever it takes to murder someone.
Right. 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 Right.
That was my big takeaway was, how did you not know?
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like if I was friends with a killer, I would know that they could kill someone.
I
You know?
was friends with a killer. I think I briefly told you this, but
Yeah.
maybe I can do it in a way to pull it all into the music because music applies to his situation.
Okay.
My friend, or whatever, yeah, fuck it. My friend Jared, when he was
Hmm.
younger, 21, 25, all that, hung out with my group of friends. He was one of us, he was one of the guys.
Sure.
We did all the stuff, all the whatever music and all that. And he moved
Yeah.
away. Something happened to him when he was moved to California. He said he got into a heroin addiction, whatever. He came
Yeah.
back totally and completely different.
Right.
And the music applies because he was real into outlaw country, the sleazy um, kind of outlaw country that's more like
Right.
I
Not the
drink and I'll
real.
break a bottle and cut.
Yeah. Yeah. Not the real outlaw country, like the newer Hank
Right.
free shit.
And then he turned into that.
Yeah. Yeah. You told me about that guy.
Like the way he was dressing, he turned into that. It's not, sometimes Hank 3 will purposely look away,
Mhm.
a poor, a dirty, a biker kind of. And I don't mean offense to any bikers.
Yeah.
My friend come back like that and drinking problem, beating women problem, complete disrespecting women problem.
Yeah.
Before we would I know we're jerks, but he was a lot more sensitive as far as, when it came to girls and how much he would be like, oh, wow, she doesn't like me. That actually hurts my feelings. And
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
when he came back, it was like, well, that's because she's either whatever or I'm just
Right.
too whatever. I'm scum. That's just the way it is. And then he beat and killed his girlfriend.
Holy shit.
And it's like the connection there is the change, of course, but
Right.
the music, because he was all about that specific kind of outlaw, that country that's
Right.
more G.G. Allen than it is Hank the Third.
Right. Right.
So that got me thinking. Let's say Ted Bundy is a music lover.
Yeah.
What's he listening to?
I don't know.
It, it'd have to be frantic. I
Yeah.
think because to me it sounds like his killings were a must. He built
Right.
up and he
Sure.
had to
Sure.
kill
Sure.
him.
Sure.
Yeah. So this is the kind of thing I'm doing
Maybe he's
instead of
listening to
sitting with.
Misfits.
Yeah,
Or
he'd probably love this album. to bring it
Yeah.
back to this album.
Nah,
He would really like it.
I hope not. But
The
man,
last music thing with the Bundy that is really fascinating, he was in Seattle in the 70s
okay.
and they knew it. Like it's part of the lore. I wonder how much that plays into that Seattle sound, that kind of grunge, that kind of dirty,
Yeah.
like trying to express whatever those feelings would have been. Like I saw evil,
Yeah. Yeah.
but I couldn't find any real connections, like any bands that said that they took inspiration from Bundy or anything like
Right.
that.
Right. Right.
So I don't know, just a fun little side
There's no
quest.
Manson stuff.
Yeah. And there was nothing like that either. No weird theories, no nothing.
Right.
Bundy was just the classic
Yeah.
angry at women psychopath,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is not this album at all.
Right.
So we're on Alone,
We are on alone.
big, the title alone, I'm like, or the title itself, yep, of course.
Yeah.
Big title, big word that's very represented in this sound.
Yeah.
I knew
Yeah.
what this was going to be as soon as I hit play, and it didn't disappoint.
Yeah. I love the piano.
Yep.
I think a simpler way, I think we're saying the same thing, but I think that it really captures the feeling of being alone.
Yeah.
The lyric, like children at an open grave.
Mm.
Who's more alone than children at an open grave?
I
Because I
don't
mean,
know.
the implication I assume would be that they're burying their parents. You know?
Yeah. Or
Yeah,
some, or anything they love. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, he's a powerful lyricist.
yeah,
He's saying things in short order I mean, they're doomy, they're heavy, but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
I don't know, it's
Yeah.
working. It's a skill
This-
too that every word just is chosen for the max. I don't know if it's feel or
Like it's
vibe for
felt,
me.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought the song was easy to hum along to. I kept on humming it, which is interesting
Yeah,
for a
it did
song
have
that's
that.
like, yeah,
And that was kind of new too. Like I don't know what you would call that. If you call it a hook or something that makes you instantly want to start humming it.
yeah, yeah. But
It
I was humming it. It was interesting, and it had a cool Middle Eastern break, which was different. They
okay,
threw a
yeah, I
little,
think the
the
Middle
little
Eastern,
sitar kind of sound on the guitar there.
yeah,
It was interesting. Um,
yeah. That's an interesting addition to music as a whole, maybe. Is
yeah.
this do they call it degent or
Oh
whatever?
yeah, the Digent thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's like
yeah.
one of those
Middle
sitar,
Eastern metal.
but you play the guitar like a sitar, and it makes for
Yeah, it's interesting.
it really is.
Yeah.
And
So
that's a good
then, uh,
saying, or that's a good way to explain what that little, you can't really call it a breakdown, but it's
right,
definitely like
right.
that little,
It's just like a pause,
yeah.
where they play something different, which
They
is
do that a
band.
couple times and they do
Yeah.
it in different ways. Like there was a moment on the album where, oh, it's in the next song. All right, I'll just save it for then. But they do that moments. They somehow like, I guess, suspend a moment within the song.
Hmm.
And that's what I meant by how the lyrics will be like three or four words, but it's still power and punch of a whole thing. It's just like
Yeah.
suspended in the muck, in the heavy sludge, in the doom, you know what I mean? And
Hmm.
I don't know, they do it well on this song. It's reflects the title. It's a great crafted song in the
Yeah.
genre.
Yeah.
You can tell these guys are longtime musicians. None of this
Oh
is
yeah,
coming
for sure.
across
I mean, this.
new or green or
I
unsure.
mean, this album came out in 2005, and
Right.
I believe Dee Dee, had been playing bass and Overkill since the late '80s. So, you know, I mean,
Have you listened to their other stuff?
Overkill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, Bronx Casket Company?
yeah.
Yeah, I've heard all their albums.
Does it stay like this? That
No, no, that's the weird thing. Like they definitely evolve from
hmm
album to album. They stay kind of in the Doom lane, but the sound is it's different, honestly, from album to album.
hmm.
So yeah,
I
it's
might give a couple other songs a curiosity check
yeah,
out.
check them out, man. Yeah,
Just to, if nothing else, just to make sure, I don't know, make sure, but just so I know that, all right, I gave this band like we're doing here, a very fair, open representation. I don't
yeah,
like them. Go team. I
yeah,
know me. It could be that just that I can't get into the groove today. So the
right,
album just isn't. So maybe if I go listen to a couple other songs randomly throughout the week or something,
right. Maybe you'll hit something that you like.
because there's stuff in the album like I've been trying to word that's inspirational to me. It's
Right.
definitely a lot. And I don't know what that is. It's weird discussing it, but it's also not weird. Just because who am I to say, well, if you added this to your song, it'd be so
Right.
much better.
Right.
But it's
Well,
just we love music so much. We understand how
yeah.
sounds and guitars will play in a
Yeah.
genre.
Yeah. Well, I think part of the thing too was like he wanted to play I don't want to say simpler because
Mm,
that's I don't necessarily think that it's that this music is
slower.
simple. Yeah, sure, slower definitely works. But the whole idea was not to do overkill.
Right.
And overkill is speed metal, it's thrash metal, it's you know
Right.
aggressive guitars, it's high their singer has a high pitched voice, so it's like
Yeah.
and he just didn't what's their singer's name? Bobby Blaze or something like that, I
Yeah, I
think.
don't know.
Yeah,
Oh, is
he's got
that
a
him? He was
yeah.
also in, wasn't he one of the guys that replaced Rob Halford for a while?
Oh, he totally could have. He sings like that. Yeah.
Big, burly, bald, but with weird chops. Like I think
Well, in the '80s, he had super long hair, dude. I don't know.
I
Um,
might be getting him confused.
yeah, and the thing about Overkill is uh, they have a skeleton as a mascot, and the skeleton's face is kind of based on their singer's face. And
No.
Avenged Sevenfold totally stole their skeleton.
Oh, with the bat thing?
Yeah, yeah, it's a bat too, and they ended up having to give Overkill money.
Good.
Yeah, yeah, because they just took it, dude. And I didn't, so I don't follow Avenged Sevenfold. They're not my thing.
I
Um,
like that one album.
yeah,
We've talked about it, City of Evil.
right.
Because to me, it's got a progression metal. It's the metal progression from Appetite for Destruction for some reason. And I don't know,
Okay.
I can't explain that exactly,
Yeah,
but for some reason, and it's just that album. Everything else by Avenged Sevenfold, even
yeah,
their early grindcore stuff, thank
right.
you. Don't need it. Don't want
Yeah, yeah,
nothing for me. His voice changes, obviously, nothing else
right.
after this album, but this album or City of Evil, I loved it. But it has that
Yeah,
dueling guitar things I like in metal.
okay. Yeah. But this, I was working at Burger King and this customer pulled up and they had
That's
this
so not
giant,
metal.
yeah, no, but they had this giant, bat skull thing tattooed on their neck.
Hmm.
And I was like, oh, cool, Overkill. I freaking love that band, you know?
And they're like, no,
Grew up
Avenged
on them.
Sevenfold.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, oh, that looks just like the Overkill bat. And then they started telling me how good Avenged Sevenfold was. And I was like, oh, I'll check them out sometime.
Yeah.
But
They I don't know what happened. Like Avenged Sevenfold blew up.
they did. They did.
They
Were they the ones who did the cover of Bad Company? Or was that Five Finger Death Punch?
That's Five Finger Death Punch.
Okay. I always mix those two bands up.
It's because they're kind of I don't fuck it. Whatever. I like the one album. They're kind of the
Yeah.
same thing.
Okay. Yeah. But I mix them up. Like,
They don't really sound the same, but they kind of sound the same. They don't
okay.
really. It's interesting that we're talking about covers and then thrash and then changing their sound
Yeah.
because the next song
Jump into fire. Yeah.
is a Metallica cover.
Yeah, it is. And it does not sound like Metallica. Um,
Right. There's a
it-
lot for me, there's stuff going on.
yeah.
I actually said, fuck it, I'm gonna go listen to the Metallica cover or the
Right on.
Metallica version before I listened to this because
Okay.
I'm scatterbrained and distracted. I
Yeah.
didn't even like the Metallica version.
Really?
Yeah, it feels like filler to me.
I mean, I get that. It's early Metallica. It's
Yeah,
very early, you know.
yeah,
So it's
you can
like they,
tell because it's
yeah,
why cover this?
yeah,
But their tone, um, the Casket Company's
yeah,
tone is
mhm.
much cooler,
Yeah,
much
definitely.
cooler.
They turn it. They make it menacing instead of anthemic.
Yeah,
Like
and the
it's like
bottom end just
yeah.
drops out of it. It's
It's
just
like they're daring you to jump into the fire. Whereas like Metallica wanted you to jump into the
yeah,
fire.
yeah. They're
Like,
all
come
like
on,
thrash.
jump in the fire. Yeah. But they're like, the fire's gonna get your ass.
I like when
You
bands
know?
can do that
Yeah.
in their covers,
Yeah.
and it applies to this too because this is not even anywhere near the best cover of a Metallica song I've ever heard.
Oh, sure it's not.
Chris Stapleton covers Nothing Else Matters.
You've told me about that before.
It's fucking phenomenal, man. I don't know what
Yeah.
else to say. They
Check it
took
out.
it. That's their. It's his song.
I like Chris Stapleton, dude. I think he's a talented
I do
cat.
too.
So yeah.
There's stuff he does that I don't like because I don't like country music, but
Right.
there's other stuff he does where he brings in a little bit more of the blues and stuff that I like.
Sure, sure,
The
sure.
way, the reason I brought this up also is because you were talking about how the guy could, this singer, he switches perspectives a lot. I
Mhm.
like it when, like you said, a band can cover a song, but somehow change the feel, kind of like
Yeah.
the overall subject,
Yeah,
but
dude.
not change the words. To
Yep.
me, that's fascinating. They did
Yeah.
it here, and Stapleton does it with the way he changes Nothing Else Matters into, I think the song originally is kind of like a lost love and nothing else matters because
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
sad.
yeah,
He
yeah.
changes it into sounding like his wife, his family, above all else. What
Right.
everything else, nothing else matters.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, what a cool flip.
Yeah. Dude, so they the Bronx Casket Company owns Jump into Fire to the point where I wasn't sure if it was a cover
Wow.
until I started hearing the words. And I was like, okay, this is definitely the same words as the Metallica song.
Right.
But I mean, they made it a different song, man. Like it's totally, they they took the song, they made it their own, and they
Spotify
freaking
told me.
killed it.
If
Did
I
they?
hadn't if
Okay.
I hadn't saw Spotify when I was looking what was next so I could write the
Yeah.
title,
Yeah.
say Metallica cover, I
Right
wouldn't
on.
have known.
Yeah,
I
Metallica.
definitely wouldn't have known because, like
Yeah.
you said, it's not. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess it's a cover because somebody else wrote the song, but not really.
Right. Yeah. They made it their own song,
They
man.
rewrote somebody else's song. I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
what else to.
Yeah. And that's rare, and usually if someone takes a cover and they rework it into their own style, it sounds like shit.
Hmm.
I mean, that's just reality. Like usually you have to cover it, you have to follow the structure at least somewhat. And I
Right.
mean, but yeah, they slowed it down. They made it into a Doom song. And it's freaking killer.
Hmm. I agree.
Yeah.
I didn't, whatever the original cover to me was, sure, it was Metallica, it was early Metallica, it was Stiller.
Yeah.
The only
Yeah.
thing you can even say about it is, I mean, it's early Metallica.
Yeah, it
Not
is,
even
man.
them learning that they're going to be who they become. It's just,
Yeah.
we're writing thrash songs, and that's all it felt like to me.
Yeah. And
We're
James,
1920, we're writing fast thrash
right.
songs.
James's voice was still high.
Yeah.
It's like, jump in the fire. It's just funny.
Talking about earlier, we brought up Van Halen, who have that weird up and down trajectory in their career. Metallica kind of does too, really.
Yeah, sure.
Well, we'll wrap this up and then we'll kind of talk
Yeah.
about that
Yeah.
whole thing of changing what you sound like. The last song,
Bad guy.
best
Yeah,
song on the
man.
album.
I
Big
love it.
Finish.
I love
There's a
it.
lot going on that I liked.
Yeah.
A lot. They even did a thing where I like the keyboards.
Nice.
They did this cool sound that I can only describe as, I'll have to describe it visually. It's like when that light comes on and the chorus of angels go,
Oh,
oh,
yes, yes, it's in there. Yeah, I
yeah,
wrote something about
I loved it. I
it.
loved it.
Yeah, yeah,
I loved it.
yeah,
This song was the best song by these guys for me.
yeah.
This
It's a
song was
great song.
good, very
Yeah,
good,
yeah. I love the like hippie Christian gimmick at the beginning.
right?
It's so cool. Uh, the lyric, "I don't care if you live or die, here comes the bad guy."
Yeah,
Great shit. It had a big atmospheric ending, and that's where it was doing the.
yeah,
Um, he says the darkest part of me is part of you.
yes,
Another great lyric. I felt like the end reminded me of Purple Rain, like how Purple Rain kind of ends with like a big, not that they sounded the same, but the
hmm
big moment to end the
Oh,
song. You know how
yeah.
Purple Rain has that whole thing too, like
Like
the
the
big.
crescendo comes at
Yes,
the end,
yes, yes,
and
yes,
the
yes. Yeah,
explosion is the end instead of
yeah,
the
yeah,
fade.
yeah. Loved it, loved it. It's a great song.
Yeah,
Um,
this song, this one, oh man, so good. Like I loved everything about it.
yeah.
I
I-
and also again, maybe I should, for the fun of it, find a way to make AI music just to see if I can. No,
Tell AI what to do to make something amazing.
yeah, just so I can try to do what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'll be able to because I'm such a feel vibe guy.
Right, right, right.
Speaking of, just on the subject, we've talked a lot about AI music.
Yeah.
Tim, you know what? I'm not going to say his name because I don't know. The day shift supervisor is
Okay.
a music man.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was in a pretty medium successful touring country band.
Now, is that Jim Slaughter?
No,
Okay, because I know Jim Slaughter has a band.
his name is
Oh,
Tim.
oh, okay. Okay.
I don't I feel weird about throwing out his last name
No,
like
you're
that.
good.
Should I?
Yeah, I
Does it
mean,
matter?
I don't know. You give him some publicity.
Yeah, and his name's Tim Fox. I
Okay.
don't know much about him.
Yeah,
He seems like a pretty cool guy, but
yeah,
I got a chance to stop him for a minute, and I was like, "Excuse me, Tim." Of course, we're at work. I said, "Hey, you got a minute? It's not work related. It's a music thing."
yeah,
And
yeah,
of course, he gave me a kind of strange look, and I was like, "Well, I know you're a music man," and he's
yeah.
like, Then he's in. So asked him if he had time to keep up with music, and he's like, "Yeah, a little bit." So I asked him, "Are you hearing any of the AI music?" He
Right.
actually said no.
Yeah.
Like
It's okay.
he even said there's AI music.
Mhm.
So I got to say, oh, well, yes, and here's why I bring it up to you because you and I, or at least me heavily, I
Mhm.
can tell. I don't know
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah,
So I asked him because we are talking about that weird intangible. He said the same thing I did. He was able to explain it a little better. There's something that happens, it's the groove. It's
Mhm.
the individual pieces
Yeah.
that are different are catching together and they're coming together. And
Sure.
AI, even though it puts those pieces together, it has to put them A column, B column, C
Right,
column.
right, right, right,
Where we're
right.
used to guitar here, and guitar could mean individual playing. You could
Yeah,
take, I don't know, any two guitar players that you wanted, and Zach Wild, put
yeah,
him in a band. Okay, you know what that's going to sound like. Now put
yeah,
Jimi Hendrix in that band. What?
yeah,
Still guitar players?
yeah.
Uh,
Completely different. Yeah.
it's the spark, it's the creativity that
And
it's missing. AI does
yeah,
not have it.
yeah. And I mean, honestly, this album, the whole thing of the Bronx Casket Company
Mhm.
was the bass player for for Overkill wanted to be more creative, wanted to be
Mhm.
able to express himself in a different way. And this is what came out of it, you know? And
It's good.
yeah.
But a lot of bands do that. I don't know. There's probably a lot of these kind of groups that we just don't know about because that's all
Yeah.
Down is also. It's
Right. Sure.
super group.
Yeah.
These guys are, uh, would you call that a super group, I guess?
I mean,
A group of other musicians.
yeah, it's Overkill. It's Overkill. It's someone from the Misfits. It's and a
Right.
couple other bands. Jack
Well,
Frost,
let's
I think.
uh
But
let's stay right here on this super group kind of thought
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
everything for a moment. There's, in music, there's quite a history of super groups. You got
Sure.
Cream, you got
Mhm.
I don't think Derek and the Dominoes was a super group.
Led
That was
Zeppelin.
just oh yeah, the Yardbirds.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
Um what about the super group that Duran Duran formed with
Power Station.
yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
she's gonna
Without.
multiply.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that song. Some Like It Hot.
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. Robert Palmer and the guys from Duran Duran besides
Right.
Simon Le Bon. Wild, man. And what
No,
about
it's oh yeah, their singer.
what about the Firm, right?
I remember the name, but I can't place the
Wasn't
memory
the
right now.
Firm Jimmy Page and some other people?
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure the Firm was Jimmy Page and other people,
Yeah.
but
Well, you bring
probably
up
other
Jimmy
famous
Page.
people. Probably other famous people, but
You
they had a
bring up
song called
Jimmy.
Radioactive. Radioactive.
Yeah, I remember the firm, but I just that's all it is. It's like a base memory.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Yep.
the Jimmy Page was in the group, right?
Yep. He's
Okay.
right there in the oh man, you know what? I haven't heard any of this in a long time. I might need to go back to it.
Yeah.
One
It was
time,
different. It was very 80s. Like I remember
Paul
that
Rogers?
Radioactive song. Who was it?
Dude.
Oh, Paul Rogers from Bad Company, right? Sure.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Jimmy Page and freaking Paul Rogers.
Yeah.
So Rogers is singing?
Yeah, yeah. So they were a super group for sure. Yeah.
I might need to go. I like Paul Rogers.
Oh, me too.
I liked
Free.
him in Bad Company.
Yeah, yeah.
I wanted to
Well,
like him with Queen. I just didn't.
yeah.
I wanted to. I really, really wanted
It's just
to.
such a different voice for those
Yeah. And they
songs.
weren't trying to be what we would think of as Queen. They were really trying to just
Yeah. And then
anyway,
they were
go
like,
ahead.
fuck it, we need a new Freddie Mercury, so they went and got Adam Lambert. And Adam
They were
Lambert can basically do what
to me
Freddie
it's
Mercury did.
gimmick.
Yeah, for sure.
It
For sure.
but talent wise,
Mhm.
that guy can sing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that kid is
What the reason I say it's gimmick, and I don't know, see if I can word this right. Somehow, some people, their personality is they're gay. Not they happen
yeah,
to
no, I
be
get it.
gay.
I get it. Yeah. Yeah.
And like Freddie Mercury just happened to be gay. Like
Right, right.
it wasn't
That wasn't his thing.
right. And I
Yeah.
feel like Adam Lambert is always trying to put that
Yeah.
out
His
front.
sexuality is definitely the front of everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Even if he's not singing about it, he still
Mhm.
chooses to, and it just, to me, it's so opposite of Freddie Mercury that
Yeah, I feel
I
that.
can't do it. He's
Yeah.
so talented, but he's
Yeah,
that
he
showman singer talented that I
yeah,
genuinely usually don't like.
right. I mean, they could have gotten like Brendan Urie. I think he would have done a good job, or the kid from Panic at the Disco.
Yeah,
I
but
think
isn't
they
he
could
kind of
have
like
done a good
crazy? Didn't he like freak out and go away and he's living like a hermit or some weird stuff,
job.
right?
Did he? I don't even know, man. That it's always possible.
Have you heard his cover of Starboy by
Mm-mm.
The Weeknd?
No,
Dude,
no,
it's
no.
amazing.
I'll bet. Yeah,
I'll have to shoot it to you. It's
yeah. I'll
from
check it out.
AOL used to do this really cool thing. We've talked about it a couple times,
The
that live
AOL
session
sessions thing.
where
Yeah.
they have them cover something.
Yep. Yep.
Before the thought escapes, since we were
Yeah.
bringing up super groups, you already brought up super guitarist Jimmy
Yeah.
Page.
Yeah.
He went on to do Coverdale and Page.
Right. Right.
He
Did the
went
phone?
on um, to do the whole thing with the Black Crows
Sure. Yeah.
because they did their whole mixture of the songs. I need to listen to that album again too.
Yeah.
And didn't they write an album together?
I think they did have a studio album.
Yeah.
Did Brian May do something with somebody too?
He does a lot with a lot of different people.
I swear Brian May played guitar with some other band and it was credited as this band plus Brian May. But I don't remember what band it was. They did an album.
Yeah. I vaguely know what you're talking about.
Yeah. What about Hell Yeah?
What about who?
Hell Yeah.
Yep.
It's the Paul brothers and the guy from Dig, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Or Mudvayne and the guy
Mudvayne.
from Nothing Face.
Dig is the album. Yeah,
Yeah.
I meant to say
No.
Mudvayne. Yeah.
LD50 is the album. Dig is the song.
Yeah. Oh, Dig is the song, right.
Yeah. Um, yeah, and Tom Maxwell from Nothing Face.
Oh, cool.
He's
Okay.
the guitar player there.
Okay. Right on. Right
And I
on.
know because of the stuff that you're only used to that one album, you're not used to the cleaner, more
Yeah. I still got to listen to their other stuff,
you
but
really need to. I think
yeah.
it's too big for us to do. I don't know.
Right.
Do we
I
have
mean,
guidelines there? Because I love that
not
album.
really, dude. It's just, let's
It's gone. Like,
I mean, I feel like nothing if we could do Sloth, I mean, not that Sloth was huge, but they did chart, you know.
yeah,
I mean, we
maybe
could
we
do
need to
Patrick Grace album.
consider when we're ready for metal or whatever, because we're going to
Yeah.
do one more
One more
stoner
Doom.
slash
Yeah.
doom,
Yeah.
one that's, well, you love this album.
I do.
One I'm going to play, we're going to do next week, I love. So
Okay.
it'll be a fair representation, evidently, of
Yeah.
what we
I
both like about Doom.
Yeah. I appreciate the fact that there was stuff about this album that you liked,
Mhm.
but I wish you liked it more. I'm just gonna
It's too,
Yeah.
I don't like the style of vocals.
Yeah. Right
And
on.
that's what turns me off bands like Queensryche and Dio, and
Yeah.
I just don't like that style of vocal.
Right. And he does have that. Well, and this is the thing too, he doesn't sing on all their albums. So
Mm,
maybe you'll like some of the stuff with the other guy.
yeah. Well, there's some stuff he chose to do
Right.
later on where I'm like, I like that.
Right.
So
Right.
maybe it's just this album isn't the best introduction for me.
Right.
Because to me, this album is very typo negative.
Yeah, fair.
I already don't like typo negative. I'm just not a fan. I don't want to say I
Sure.
don't like them. I'm just not a fan.
Yeah. I think this album has a little more energy than a lot of typo negative
Oh
albums.
yeah.
Typo negative albums tend to feel oppressive,
Yeah, they
especially
really,
their earlier stuff.
really lay on the depression.
Yeah. It's like, oh, fuck. But
But I mean, Black Number, no, yeah, that's the
Black
one where
Number
he's like,
One.
Jesus Christ, looks like me. That's catchy, man.
Yeah. I mean, they
That,
do catchy shit, dude. She dialed black.
right? Like
Yeah.
when they were
Whole
on,
album, dude. Bloody Kisses is a fucking.
no, it's not. Dude, there's three good songs on it.
But I mean, it's got a bunch of earworms, is what I'm saying. Like
Oh yeah.
not a bunch of great songs. Every song on that album has like a thing that gets in your brain.
Right.
You know?
My problem with or I don't know if it's fair to say my problem, but what causes my dislike for typo negative is they don't
The
they're not really
nasty
making
stuff.
songs. A couple times, I mean, they make some really good songs, but a
Yeah.
lot of their albums have these weird, like Fire and Ice on Bloody Kisses.
Hmm.
That song is so drastically like flipping around and
Right.
grading, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
almost
yeah.
like they have some of these intros and stuff that I just don't like.
Did you ever listen to Fudge Tunnel?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Do you like Fudge Tunnel?
I like Gray,
Okay, right on. I like
but
Boston Baby. I think it's a really cool song.
I liked him in Nail Bomb. That's
Okay.
Alex. Nah,
I haven't heard Nailbomb, but I've heard
really,
of them, but I haven't
it's
heard them.
the guy from Fudge Tunnel,
Sure.
so his voice,
Yeah.
and Max Cavalera from Sepultura,
Okay.
his
Okay.
voice,
Okay.
singing that Sepultura kind of thrash, kind of, and
Okay.
it's real like revolutionary, aggressive. It's very guerrilla warfare feeling.
Hmm.
I mean, it's metal, but
Yeah.
it's a protest album. I don't know if it's
Okay.
actually supposed to be,
Yeah.
but it's definitely like and I mean a hardcore, it's time to protest hit with nails and boards. I mean,
Oh shit. Okay.
and
Right on.
obviously one's from Brazil,
Yeah.
and war torn, corrupt. What do you want to say about Brazil?
Yeah.
It surprised me you've never heard Nail Bomb.
I mean, I probably have because I know
Yeah.
who they are. Um, but I've never owned any of their shit, and I've never like specifically gone out to listen to it. But as much as I listen to like metal shows and stuff like that, metal
Mhm.
playlists, I'm sure were they on Earache?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
It's so DIY, it's so punk that
Yeah.
it's
Well, I don't know about Diet Creeps. I haven't really listened to that album, but Hate Songs in E minor, that shit sounds like it was recorded. I don't even know.
is
Like,
that the one Gray's on? You're talking about Fudge Tunnel?
yeah, yeah.
It's got
Um,
the Venus flytrap on the cover.
no, that's Diet Creeps. That's
Yeah.
the yeah. No, Hate Songs in E minor is the first album,
Hmm.
and that album sounds like it was recorded like in someone's basement under a
Hmm.
pile of gravel.
Hmm.
You know, and I don't know. Like I've heard that the second album is more polished, but I
Hmm.
don't know. You know, I don't know. But I know that first album is like
Yeah,
fuck.
the one with Gray on it is not more polished.
It's not okay.
No, that's
So I've
kind of
never
their
heard it.
sound. Their sound is kind of like rawest,
Yeah,
dirtiest
it's nuts.
garage band in a solid concrete room.
Yeah. There's
It's
no
distracting.
reverb. There's no like it's fucking noise.
I don't think
But
it's not palatable outside of metal fans, which is
yeah,
probably
you
why.
couldn't play, dude. And even okay, so like I really like Boston Baby, and it's one of their few songs that other than the covers that kind
Mhm.
of has a hook. But the fucking hook is "So I killed my baby, so I killed my kid." You
Yeah, they're
can't really
playing in that
play that
grimy
for like,
world.
you know.
They're like a punk. I don't know. They brought
Yeah,
that punk energy
yeah, yeah,
into thrash metal.
yeah. But
What is Nail Bomb? Or not Nail Bomb, Fudge
Fudge
Tunnel.
Tunnel, I don't know, dude. They're like a so they're metal, right?
Right.
They're kind of noise,
Yep.
but not in the same way that like Jesus Lizard is. Like it's like because and they're sludgy, so they're kind of
Right.
like stoner, doom, sludge.
That kind of desert Caius.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, they're from England, so
Right.
yeah. It's
Because
and
they
they've
never
got
really
and
blew
they
up.
definitely have like a British sensibility. I think like I don't know, dude. It's
You
fucking
know what?
good, but it's weird as hell.
They were shit. The band just was it Quicksand?
Quicksand
Um
from New York City.
Faded. Um
Yeah. Fader,
fuck.
wrote it. Yeah,
Phaser.
that. Yeah.
It's got a real cool like bass, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The thing is they also kind of play Fudge Tunnel sound better.
Yeah, but there's more structure to their songs.
Less metal, less
Yeah.
heavy.
They're more of like a hardcore punk band than you know.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard their cover of "How Soon Is Now"?
No.
Really good.
Do you know about, speaking of covers and Quicksand, who I've seen
Yeah.
live, by the way?
Oh, nice.
They played one of, if not the original X Fest. Do you remember that?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were there. So
nice.
I don't remember much, but
Yeah.
I know they were there. So Sugar Ray were too, actually,
Hell yeah.
because I think there's a funny anecdote with my buddy
Hmm.
running into him and we didn't go together. And he's like one of my closest friends. So it was like,
Yeah.
and this was back in the 90s. This is like,
Oh,
anyway,
it's
just,
Mark McGrath.
yeah. But it was lemonade and brownies.
Nice,
because
nice.
and
Yeah,
I remember him being fire
yeah. 10
because they
seconds
were
down,
playing.
man.
Yeah,
It's
of
straight.
course, Birdman of Alcatraz were there, which is
Yeah,
an interesting indie band. So I've seen Quicksand, and they're
nice.
back, aren't they? Didn't they put out a?
Probably. Yeah, I think they put out a new album not too long ago, but
I wonder if a resurgence of them will lead to like a resurgence of Helmet because
it's the
they
same
kind of
scene.
play in
Yeah,
that.
they played a lot of shows together
Mhm.
in the New York City hardcore scene. So
See, when you talk about New York hit city hardcore, I started
yeah,
to think more of like your straight edge movement, your Madball and Sick of It
sick of it
All,
all. Yeah.
and
Well, they were
well,
there too. That's the thing. They were, I think sick of it all and Madball might have been a little earlier than
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Quicksand, but I mean they came out of the same
Plus,
thing.
doesn't Madball they have a little bit of that um what's the word like maybe cholo it's the word I'm looking for
Okay.
swagger to him like
Sure,
that
sure, sure.
Mexican I don't mean
Yeah.
that as an insult but there's this
Right,
like
right, right. Well, I mean, shit.
Mexican gangster swag tough
Yeah,
guy swag where
yeah.
the type with the buttoned dicky there was a while where that was the style
Right, right.
isn't that the Madball guys they're more that
Yeah, yeah. Very much like a suicidal tendencies type look, or
yeah yeah
yeah. But
well
suicidal
that's
was doing it because fucking Mike Muir was a crip.
yeah
So that's too fun.
right was
Mike,
he full blown or just like affiliated
I don't know, man. But I found that out way later. I didn't
yeah
know. You know
I
what
didn't
I mean? I
either.
was a kid. I didn't freaking know that he was a crip.
But as soon as you said it, I was like, no, well, shit, that makes sense.
Yeah, Mike Muir was a crip. Yeah,
That checks out.
yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, you remember Downset?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Was
Dude,
Downset from
Anger,
New
that song
York?
jams. What?
Was Downset from New York or were they from California?
LA.
Okay, but they played in New York a lot.
Yeah, maybe. But they
Yeah.
claim
Yeah.
LA straight out.
Oh, sure, sure. Yeah. I just remember like they played at CBGB's a few times and like they had a live album from CBGB's.
Yeah, they were pretty
I love Sickness, dude.
hit and
Poverty
miss.
is the worst form of violence. It's
His
fire, dude. Oh my
choice of
God.
vocal delivery got old
Yeah.
for me after a while. That
Yeah,
kind
I
of
could see
speech
that.
rap. But
Yeah,
Anger,
yeah.
I love the whole start build of that song. Do you remember it where it just starts with he's
Mhm.
just speaking? He's like, anger, hostility towards the opposition, anger,
Um,
hostility towards the opposition.
sure,
And then
sure.
after a while, he starts going, anger, hostility towards the opposition. And
Yeah,
then it turns into anger. And he's just, I love that
yeah.
build. You can feel it. It's like that pressure, that revolutionary feeling that,
I wonder if we could do like a hardcore band, or if they're like, if hardcore, I mean, even like, because I feel like even small hardcore bands, their fans are so, that they like Orange 9 mm. I don't know
yeah.
who the fuck knows who Orange 9 mm is, but
And the problem is, I don't like hardcore.
oh well, shit.
So I'd worry
That's
about
good.
like you said, their fans are usually so aggressively
Yeah,
passionate
yeah.
in a good way.
Sure, sure, sure.
We could, if there's like a hardcore band you really like and you
I
think, oh,
mean,
maybe I
every
should
single
introduce.
one we just talked about. I love Orange 9 mm. There's some great Sick of It All stuff. I like Down by Law a lot. I
Those
like,
are all the tent poles. It feels like we
yeah,
shouldn't,
right.
you
We
know.
can't really touch those guys. So,
Now
yeah,
we'll think about it because I do like some hardcore.
yeah,
It's just off the top of my head, the traditional Madball, Sick of It All. I just
right. Quicksand.
yeah. Do you know
Yep.
about was it Zach from Rage Against the Machine's hardcore band, or was it
Mm.
Tom Morello's hardcore band called Lockup? Locked Up?
No, I don't know about that.
I remember finding out about him,
Okay.
and we drove. I think we might have already been going to Chicago, but a bunch of us. My buddy Jared was with us, the one
Okay.
that turned it went up,
Yeah.
and so
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
Mike because he
Yeah.
wasn't as long before Damon Cole.
Yeah.
And I remember finding that album in one of those cool record stores that are like I don't know. I went into this bookstore in Irvington this weekend that
Okay.
it's just a house with books and records and CDs, and it's not
Nice.
new, so it's all. I love that kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, it's awesome.
And
Yeah.
everywhere you look, there was another book or another album I had to hear. I
Right.
really love that sort of thing, and that was one of these music stores was famous for that. And we went up to Chicago, and that's where I found. I think it's Locked Up. It's
Okay.
hardcore. It's not.
Interesting.
There's no Rage Against the Machine connection sound on it at all.
Okay. Huh.
Now I feel like since you don't know about it, I should at least look it up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Who is
Yeah,
it?
usually I don't know what it is. Maybe because I'm not a
Angry.
outwardly aggressive person.
Right, right,
Because I
right.
know hardcore is more about will. It's not about being tough to fight. It's about being tough
Yeah,
to get
yeah,
done what you got to get done.
yeah.
Sometimes that turns into if I have to, I'll go out there and fight the enemy, not necessarily the man, even though that
Right.
happens a bit. Hardcore has this positive thing to it too, just kind of like,
Mhm.
yeah, you can come at us, you skinhead or you whatever, but don't matter. We're hardcore. We're tough.
Yes.
You're
Yeah.
BS. It ain't gonna. It's Superman. The bullets are gonna bounce off. It's a it's a swagger. It's that line from Avengers that everybody loves when Captain America says, you stand firm and you say no, you move. It's a
Hmm.
representation of that person, that strong-willed, that tough person it takes to stand.
Yeah, yeah.
And I
I
like,
saw I saw Sick of It All, and it's funny because the singer, he
well, they're more
says,
just fed up with all the bullshit.
yeah, yeah, but he was like, this next song, people think it's a tough guy song. He goes, it's not a tough guy song. Do I look like a tough guy? I'm built like Bugs Bunny. And then he did like a double bicep.
Yeah.
And then they played the song. I can't remember what song it was though, but it was
Yeah,
pretty.
but that band, when you see like they're legendary, I think. Sick of It All.
Yeah, yeah. They were so
When
good
you
live.
see their live shows,
Yeah,
even just pictures, it's always the same. It's that guy. He's all in, man. He's
yeah,
with
dude.
every and the
Bro,
fans are like right here.
I saw them with Earth Crisis.
Oh
What?
gosh.
See some fucking fans.
Yeah.
Holy crap, dude. I thought that the Earth Crisis fans were gonna take over the stage. Like
Mhm.
that's how aggressively into that band they were.
Connected. Yeah.
Yeah, it was nuts, dude. And I was like, I like Earth Crisis, but I couldn't name a Earth Crisis song. You
Right.
know, I went, I won tickets,
Hmm.
and I was
I
like, well,
saw
shit,
them
I'll go
at an
see.
Ozfest,
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah,
familiar with their live
it was nuts,
presentation.
dude. It was nuts. I
Yeah.
saw him at a club,
Oh,
so yeah, yeah, I saw him at a club in Ithaca, New York. So it was a different animal, dude.
oh yeah. Well, there's a whole, I don't know if you want to call it a genre or whatever, that really thrives in little clubs and it's hardcore.
Yeah,
You can't, I
yeah.
mean, you can, but for the most part, you can't throw a hardcore, you can't put sick of it all on a Deer Creek or whatever
I
they keep
mean,
doing.
it would be, yeah,
It's
it's
not going
just
to
not the
work.
same. Yeah, it's just not the same.
You would enjoy it and you'd be like, yeah, we get to hear sick of
Yeah,
it all. But
yeah.
they represent and thrive
The
in the,
community of it, you know?
yeah, that's the perfect way to say it. And for them, their community is so close that it's
Yep,
the
yep.
singer's yelling out his aggression and the person that's is right there yelling with him.
With
So
him.
it
Yeah,
looks like, but
yeah,
it's more like we're venting together. We're yelling together.
yeah, yeah. The guy from Earth Crisis, like half of the songs he didn't even sing. Like he would just have kids sing them. You know, like if the kid got close enough,
Yeah, oh
he'd give
yeah,
him the
yeah.
mic. He'd give him the mic and they'd freaking sing it and then he'd take it back.
It's because
But
it's all
yeah,
part of it.
yep. It was crazy, man. And some of the kids sounded really good. I
Yeah.
mean, all they're doing is screaming any fucking way. So it's
That's not
like,
easy to do.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, we
Oh
got
no, I
let's
know it's not for 2 fucking hours for sure.
yeah. I
You
was gonna
know?
say
Yeah,
let's give some guys some credit. I
yeah,
don't
and I
like
mean,
the vocal style,
yeah,
but it's
there,
hard.
yeah, there's a big difference between like screaming and screaming melodically,
Mm.
and screaming to the rhythm of a song. Like it's
Man, we
not the
got to
same
get to know.
thing.
Yeah, we have to get to an audio guide to Everyday Atrocity. We're
Okay,
gonna have to.
okay, I'm
The
down.
lyric content is
Down, dude.
deep. Yeah, the more you talk about some of the things you like in metal,
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
180. It's like going from, have you ever heard, maybe not because you thought the album was called Dig, Mudvayne,
No,
before they put out LD50,
yeah,
an album that was just kind of like aggressive metal, kind of like Korn. Okay,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Then they put out LD50 and it was like, what? That's
So,
how Nothing Face's second album's going to be for you. You're
okay,
just going to be like, what, how, because not only did he get a new singer,
yeah,
he somehow transformed the whole
nice,
feel and vibe of the band.
nice.
You'll,
So is it
yeah, we got to get to
The Shape of Things to Come or whatever that album's called
Mudvayne.
by Mudvayne? Yeah.
They re-released it as shit. The first album originally it's called like Kill Iota.
Okay.
Maybe they did re-release it with a like some kind of clever name.
So the first Mudvayne album that I ever heard was the one with World So Cold on it.
Oh,
It's
oh, so you
blast.
came into softer melodic Mudvayne, not so much cool
Yeah,
timing signature
yeah,
Mudvayne.
yeah. So I guess that would be after the album would Dig on it.
Yeah,
Okay, right on.
LD50 was the change where they became Mudvayne.
Okay, right on.
Like they added that whatever.
See, and I knew that song. I didn't realize it was Mudvayne. I had heard it, on like metal radio and
Oh,
stuff.
dig.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I didn't realize it was Mudvayne.
Yeah.
And then I found out later,
So
but
if you're not a very big fan, that means you haven't heard like any of their songs that I would consider excellent.
really,
Like Nothing But Gain instead of Gain
yeah,
off of the LD50. That is a fire metal song. It does all the things you like, the vocal switches, the timing, all of them.
nice, nice.
So you should definitely check out Nothing to Gain,
Okay.
and I just want to like I just is he gonna say the title of the song in my head anytime soon?
He might not. He might be making
I'm
it
gonna have to
for
look it up, or I'll just stand here in empty space. But on
right.
LD50, there are two songs that I think are just excellent crafted songs that they never replicated, they never came near again. They're just excellent freaking math metal
Okay.
songs,
Interesting. Okay.
especially if you like that weird kind of bam, 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 that bass
Yeah,
sound
yeah,
at the
sure.
beginning of
Yeah,
Dig. All right,
yeah.
Mudvayne, LD50. Da, 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 da. Of course, it was an ad for they're going on tour, I guess.
Hey. Good
25th
stuff.
anniversary of LD50.
Okay.
Death Blooms. Nothing to
Okay.
Gain and Death Blooms
Okay. I'll check them
are
out, man.
excellent songs in the progressive, mix it up, interesting timing signature metal.
All right, cool.
And they never do it again. So you're going to be like, they wrote these two awesome or
Yeah.
songs that I really like and never got back to it. Yeah. Anyway,
I don't know. I really do like The World So Cold tune though. I think it's
they've
great.
written some pretty good songs.
Yeah.
It's just they
I
kind
remember.
of softened and
Right.
went
I
right into
remember
their
really
vein.
liking that album though. Like when I bought it, I still have it, but
Yeah, it's a pretty good album. That's got I like I like the lead single with it, and I can't remember what it's not World So Cold, it's
right.
Happy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like that song. I think it's well constructed.
Yeah, that's a good tune, man. Does it make you happy now? Yeah, it's
Yeah, how about yeah, next week we might as well go ahead and
yeah.
bring it
What are we
up.
doing, man? What are we doing next week?
So we're doing another band in this doom sludge stoner chunk.
Okay.
Since, there are people that obviously listen to this episode, with this next band, I think you'll understand a little bit more of what I like out of that genre because they're going to have the big guitar sounds, that kind of Skinner Southern. They're called Devil to Pay. They're from Indianapolis. So
Okay.
the hometown band, it's stoner metal. I think you're gonna love it because it's got
Okay.
in my head right now, I'm like, oh, when he hears like the breakdown in a song called Tractor and Trailer,
Okay.
it's it's he's talking about a woman, but the
Okay.
way he's talking about the woman, like she's a big old semi barreling
Okay.
right at you.
Awesome.
It sounds like the lyrics are something like, she's on her period, like too many
What
days,
the
like
fuck?
28 days a month, which is dumb. But
Oh
for
man.
some reason, as he's describing this woman, like
Yeah.
force of nature, it's funny. Like
Yeah.
it does
Yeah.
a little,
I already
but it
left.
works in a way you're
Yeah.
like, ah, that makes sense.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have a lot of fun with it.
Cool.
It's got the
Cool. Cool.
guitar that I kept saying that I needed out of, and hopefully when I
Yeah.
go back and listen to more of Brooklyn Casket
Bronx.
Company, what? Bronx.
Bronx.
There is a Brooklyn,
There is a Brooklyn Casket Company, but they're actually a casket company. They're not a
and I
band.
think there's something else in Spotify, but anyway,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. There's South Brooklyn Casket Company, which
that's what
actually
it was.
makes caskets. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
huh.
Yeah. They're actually.
So anything going on this week that you can relate to our album? Or are we about to wrap it up before 1 o'clock in the morning?
No, I think we're about to wrap it up.
It
But
happens, it happens.
yeah. I
The
mean, we only
album,
did 2.5 hours on the last episode, so
yeah, the
only
album was
only
good.
2.5 hours.
I
But
think other people will, if you like the genre, you'll like it.
yeah, like I said, this is one of my favorite albums. Who Lives Forever is one of my favorite songs.
That song's
Um,
good. It's
yeah,
the album's good and it inspired me in ways. It just reminded me of the things I love in the genre because
yeah,
in my brain I'd be like, ah man, if you just added a little bit of Pepper Keenan's guitar playing, it would just
sure, sure,
and
and I
that's
get
good. That
it.
means the
Yeah,
atmosphere is you get it right away.
yeah,
Um the flow of the album, it all goes together. Maybe it gets repetitive a little bit, but that's the
right. And I don't feel like it does. So I
I was
guess it
going to say
depends on
that's
your
the
taste, you know?
the marching forward of the
Right,
genre.
right.
That's
Yeah,
all that is
yeah.
because without the other kind of guitars that I really like, it for some reason kept me from opening up in that way. So
Mhm.
maybe that's why I couldn't quite connect feelings and stuff. Because it seems like
Right.
I get a lot of feelings in songs from the guitar tone and the notes. And
Sure.
and Bronx Casket Company,
Yeah.
at least at first, used the guitar as like a bed.
Technically. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
and that's a little off. That was off-putting at first because I wasn't sitting in the genre.
Right on.
But I don't know. We don't do stars or nothing like that. For me,
Nah.
this is another one of those albums. If you like this genre, you're gonna like it. Just like
Right.
the Valentine Wolf was. It's
Right. Right.
outside of
Right.
my tastes, but as far as representation, their vision, the level of playing, all those things that we are looking into, Bronx Casket
Yeah.
Company, they pass all of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, I've got to say, you may have noticed last week this is for the listeners, viewers, whatever,
Mm.
that we did not have episodes, both this show and Most Excellent Entertainment. The reason is because our esteemed producer, Tyler Martin, has started up a Patreon.
Okay.
And what we're going to do from now on, you can watch episodes or listen to episodes a week ahead of time if you subscribe to the Patreon.
Oh wow, like almost as soon as we do it.
Yeah, yeah. And I am trying to I'm gonna talk to Tyler at some point too about giving people a credit because we do have a merch store.
Yeah.
So I think maybe if you join the Patreon and you've been in it for like 6 months or something, we'll send you a credit in the merch store so you can get something out of the merch store for free.
Maybe I don't know, depends on I don't I'm not going to get involved.
Yeah,
I
right.
can't let myself start worrying about that side of things.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
for the people that are listening that are genuinely a fan, maybe something in Patreon, maybe I can get with Tyler, and maybe I could do something like I have these notebooks. If anybody's interested, all it is my notes and lyrics for the show, for all these
Yeah,
shows. But
yeah.
I'm goofy, so I draw shit in it. I don't know if people would be interested in something like that, but maybe I'll do like a giveaway or something
Yeah, join the
to
Patreon.
entice people to go to Patreon. I don't know
Yep.
what. Maybe people that if they care about what books are behind me, maybe I'll find a way to, okay, buy you a copy of a book. Just something to fun drum up people's interest in Patreon. I don't know what yet. You and I will obviously talk about it and I'll brainstorm
Yeah,
about it.
sure. Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
I'll do something too, just to encourage some kind of extra something for somebody who wants to go that next level, I
Yeah.
guess.
And we appreciate the support, man.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
I love the
yeah.
support.
So I mean, yeah, we if
The
you
the disconnect is because my brain, if I start, I said it in wrestling, I started worrying about asses and seats.
right, 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 right,
That's a
right.
fool's errand.
Yeah.
That's, and I don't want to do that with this.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I mean, honestly, even if we get one person in the Patreon, I'll be super happy.
Yeah.
So yeah, if anybody wants to join the Patreon, support the podcast, support Tyler,
Yeah.
that's
That'd be
important
the best thing to
to me.
do is
Yeah,
throw a
hop in
couple
there.
bucks his way.
Yeah, yeah. Get in the Patreon. I'm sure it's affordable. We have Tyler didn't really give me the deets. He just told me to talk about it. So I'm talking about it. There's
All
gonna be
right.
a link for you to click somewhere, maybe a QR code,
I'll
something.
get with, it
Yeah,
sounds like we both need to get with Tyler and see what he's thinking.
yeah,
And maybe we can find fun little, maybe that's how we can figure out how to have a guest. If Patreon gets enough to the point,
yeah,
enough people to where it's fun and viable for them, and they understand the format. That
yeah,
way, hey, absolutely come in and tell us your stories and all of that.
yeah,
But
yeah,
as
yeah.
you can tell, we're trying to keep it. I think that would be
Yeah,
fun. Things like
yeah,
that.
yeah, definitely. But
Sounds like an exciting little natural progression of what we're trying to do.
yeah, I'm excited about it. I know, like, I really want stuff to grow in 2026. So this is just another step towards that. So
Yeah.
let's do it.
Yeah.
As far
And
as I'm concerned, let's do it.
we got stuff coming up. Um, I might as well give away the surprise since we're just kind of bullshitting and wrapping
Yeah,
things up.
yeah,
We
yeah. So,
almost were able to catch an artist live, and we
yeah,
were going to use the opportunity
yeah.
to, would that have been today? No, it would have been next week.
Next week, yeah, next
And we
Friday.
were going to talk about that artist's album. I think that would have given us a really neat perspective. The
Yeah,
reason I bring it up, not because, oh, our fan, Ryan, missed it.
yeah,
Sure, we missed this opportunity, but now that idea is in my head. So
yeah. We'll do
hopefully
it
down the
for
road,
sure.
we'll be able to do that. And I
Yeah,
think that'll add a fun, whole new element to the show.
yeah, definitely. And if we could get him to sit down with us for a minute, let
It
him know
might
that
be worth
let him
just
know that we're pressed.
the
Maybe we
cheap
could
thing
sit
that
down.
I did for Shun, and of course Rusty Ship. I've tried.
Yeah,
You did for Jen. I
yeah,
try to. I did it for to Braden Stewart. Just
yeah.
hey, Braden, we small, whatever.
Right.
It's not to blow my own horn. It's just a permission. It's just
Yeah,
I want you to know we did this. A lot of the artists, especially like again Jen Christie, who we talk about a lot.
yeah,
Well, every one of these
yeah.
artists
Blue
so
Light
far.
Seekers were really appreciative of it.
Brain Dead by Sunday, Alexis, and
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
and
Everybody.
uh, might as well bring this up too. Seth Rich, right? Ryan Rich,
Adam, Adam
Adam
Rich.
Rich.
Yeah, he's
You
got a
talked to
new.
him,
Yep, he has a new album coming out. He's gonna send us an advanced copy, which is
and we will.
cool.
I
Um,
owe him
yeah,
because what we've turned into
yeah,
compared to what we did for that first. That's not fair to him.
yeah. No, not at all. Yeah,
Not
we're
at all.
we're definitely a lot better at it now than
Right.
we were in the beginning. We were kind of figuring it out.
Right. Well, we didn't know your original idea was what? Point counterpoint?
Yeah, yeah. The original idea was I was gonna pick an album that I liked,
Sounds like
and
critics. I'm not a critic.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But I was gonna pick an album that I liked, and then find someone who didn't like it, and we were gonna go back and forth, because I thought that would be fun, like a debate on the music.
Yeah, I
But
think you'll
this,
like. I was going to say, I guess we could
yeah.
do it with the next album, but you're going to like it. So we're not going to be able
Oh,
to.
dude, yeah, no, I don't even want to do that anymore. Like, I like this a lot more.
I do
So,
too. I don't
yeah,
want that kind of.
yeah.
Yeah, but I think Bono's a great guy and has all kinds of
Mhm.
interesting things to say. Yeah, but I think he's a complete jackass.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I think
say that a
some of it,
bunch, but I'm sure everybody knows it's more
yeah,
a joke. It's more a character
yeah.
thing.
I think some of it was my own arrogance too, because I felt like I could defend any album that I loved to the death. So
I
it's like,
can,
yeah, yeah.
but
So I was
it's
like,
just
you,
because of the way
yeah.
we enjoy, especially you and I enjoy music.
Yeah. And the
Because we
first album
can,
that I wanted to do was Inagata by Iron Butterfly
why?
because I love that album.
The whole album?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm in. We can do it.
I think the other songs on it are better than Inagata.
Oof. Does it
Um,
fall outside of our little criteria we've put on ourselves?
yeah, probably.
But
Their
I
Iron Butterfly
only
is pretty massive.
right,
But
but here's the kicker, the catch or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
I only know and it got to be.
Inagata. Yeah,
So to me, they fall in the because I don't know very well. I
yeah.
know I know the one song. I like it.
Right, right,
I can tell
right,
stories about it
right.
because let's do
Dude,
what do
I
you
hate.
think?
I'm cool with it. Yeah,
All right, let's go ahead and do Devil to Pay
yeah.
next week.
Cool.
30 Pieces of Silver, of
Okay.
course. What a clever title.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I love
That's
that.
awesome, dude. Yeah.
You'll love that theme that paying the devil
Yeah, I'm
comes up.
sure.
There's a line in this album. It's something it's asking what you would do and it says or do you wrap the noose around your neck and let it spread its wings.
Ooh,
It's like
that's serious business.
yeah, it's
I
like you're
like it.
talking about yourself,
Yeah,
pulling your off in yourself, but
yeah.
the imagery and the let it spread its wings. This is the
Wings,
line
right?
about drinking the devil under the table before he gets his due. I mean,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
So let's do that, which we've
Okay,
already agreed
cool.
to. And
Yeah,
then
we're gonna do that.
you want to go ahead and do audio guide to Everyday Atrocity?
Yeah, for
Nothing
sure.
face?
Yeah, yeah, we should definitely do that.
And then we might as well do Inagata Devita.
Okay, I'm down. I'm down, man. We'll do it.
Yeah, I think
Iron
it'd be fun
Butterfly
to
will, yeah.
approach Iron. Do you know? I don't want to give it away if you don't know
Yeah.
it. All right,
No,
let's wrap it up and then I'll ask you off the air. And
okay, right on. So yeah, check out the Patreon, please. Thank you, Tyler,
you're
so
the man,
much.
Tyler.
Yeah, thank you for doing this. Thank you for putting us out there for the people. Thanks to everyone who checks the show out.
Yep.
Um, I'm Keith, Christopher
I'm
Icon
Chris
over there.
Icon,
Yes, sir.
and you're not. But my taste in music sucks. I didn't work that in here. I was making fun of him at the beginning. He has to say it this time since I
I
didn't
mean,
get inspired by the album.
yeah,
So
my
you have to
taste in
find it.
music apparently does suck.
Not really, but that's the thing. We love you guys. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, take care, guys. See you next week.
Yes.
Okay.